Welcome, my men. It's a strange style. Maybe we'll refrain from like using that specific one. Oh no, I popped out chat and then I lost all of your guys' messages. Oh no. Oh, forgive me, pause. I didn't get to see what you said. Oh no. Well, either way, I hope you all are having a fantastic evening. And I know I won't. Don't stop. Dark Cloud 2, I love you to pieces, but like now's not the time. Because we got heckin' Danganronpa to play. You know, canonical name Danganronpa. And actually... Oh, okay, there we go. I was gonna say the game wasn't showing up in my my volume mixer, but there we go. Actually Gucci. You guys have now officially evolved into men, Paradox. Truly, it's been an honor. That's all I can say. Also, speaking of things being upgraded, I have done finagling with my lighting once more. We're now background color boys yet again. Although I feel like it's not as prominent as it was before. But so I've had studio lighting stuff. Like if I wanted to, I could totally have like an actual professional 3-point lighting setup. Heck, we could even go 4-point lighting. Like I have the means, I have the softboxes and the means to do that. Problem is I don't really have space. I'm in my bedroom. It's a very small room. There just isn't any room for the the green screen, the softboxes, all the fun stuff. But I finally found a way to fit in one of them. So we do have one of them. We're just, I guess it's gonna be like noir boys from now on, because it's gonna be very shadow heavy. But you know what? We're playing like a very dramatic game. So hey, maybe it fits. Who knows? Maybe. I don't know. Either way, though, that will be numero priority 1. Whenever I do move to a place, is getting just like horizontal space. So we can fit in more goodies for streams. But anyway, yeah. Oh, and Paradox, it has been an honor to heckin' serve alongside you. What am I serving up? These old sound waves directly to your eye holes. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's just heckin' dive on in. Danganronpa, last time we did the entire investigation for Chapter 5, just in one heckin' fell swoop. So we're ready to do its trial. I feel like it wasn't like that long for an investigation. I don't know, like I don't know the exact amount of truth bolts we have compared to. Yeah, we have 17. I think the previous one we had 21. So actively less truth bolts. Although I'm assuming like when we actually get to the trial itself, we're probably gonna have a lot more finagling with the scanning the bolts and sending them off to the shibba. Oh, who died? Oh, I'm glad you asked, because it's none other than Mukuro Ikasaba, the 16th student lying hidden somewhere in the school. The one they call the ultimate despair, the one and only. And I'm sure we're not going to hear that exact line 1,000 times over this trial. It's definitely not going to happen. I swear by me mum, mate. Whoa, Byakuya and Makoto showed up to get. Wow, okay. So legit, I've always kind of wondered, like going into this, I always wondered why the Makoto Byakuya ship was always so strong. Because at least in the anime, like, yeah, they hang out a little bit, but it never seemed super apparent. After playing the game, and especially I guess now, like with Mr. Hero himself just kind of wrapping it all up on a pretty bow, I'm starting to pick up on why it is a thing. Miss Lucajin is, I think, completely validated, and I think in this instance, Hero is Reese. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. But supposedly Paradox. I mean, it's like, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think we've even seen Kyoko yet. But it's, and so I think our investigation, it was like we don't know where Kyoko's gone off to, and we were originally thinking that Kyoko was the one killed off, but now there's a lot of evidence pointing to, oh, maybe it's the 16th student that we've been talking about. Maybe like they were set up and killed instead. But then that still begs the question, what the heck happened to Kyoko, you know? So the actual victim is still kind of up in the air. But it's seeming to me that the game is leaning more towards it being not Kyoko. But Yasuhiro Hagakure, the 4th student lying right there in this academy, known as the ultimate nonsense. Watch out for his idiocy. Yeah, why doesn't everybody get a heckin' sweet little ditty of lines. Like heckin' Mukuro Ikasaba 16 soon, like hidden somewhere in the school, the one they call the Ultimate Despair does. Like, what the heck? And yes, I do, from our last stream, I do have my notes that I will be referencing frequently. If I'm one thing, I'm a man of science, facts, knowledge, and Lamborghinis. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makado's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together. Just the two of you. Oh, and you know, Toko, you know I'm stealing that boy. You know we swiping him. What? Are you jealous?
Hey.
Oh, yep, and that's the other thing, Paradox. So Monokuma did come back. Not really explained how or what, but he did come back. So that also begs the question, like, so the mastermind is supposedly still up and running. Or is it? Like, it's so many questions surrounding this trial, you know?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second? He could show up at any time. Oh, yeah, no, that's right, because, like, in the prologue, heckin' Mondo... I think it was Mondo who hit him, and then they threw him up in the air, then he exploded, but then another Monokuma popped up, so... Yeah, that's also a thing that, like, is a thing, is that there are multiple Monokumas, but... When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself, but... We stood there for 5 full minutes, waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10?
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again. Yeah. What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or... Oh. I love, you know, I mean, Monokuma was always sort of a fan of Byakuya, and I feel like in this instance, he really capitalized on Byakuya's trait of being late to all the things, not really caring.
What?
No, what? Jesus. I mean, like, I feel like I'd be a little spooked, man.
Come on.
It's like the ultimate jump scare. You don't just build up the suspense for 20-ish seconds or so and then pop out with the big loud noise. No, you wait a full solid 10 minutes. And then the loud man comes a knocking. What if horror movies actually did that? What if there's just like a jump scare scene, but instead of lasting like a minute leading up to the actual jump scare, it was 10. But greatest movie of all time, honestly. Filmmaking prowess would be unparalleled. Galaxy Brain play by whoever that director would be responsible for it. I demand an explanation. Why'd you waste my time and make me wait like that?
What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait.
Huh?
In other words...
Waiting for everyone? Oh, okay. Can't start till everyone's... Okay, so Monokuma, this boy, confirming Kyoko is A-okay. I guess in the... as technical as that can get, because we... Ugh. I hope she's okay. Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you.
Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now.
If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. That's my All Might intro song. Bum, ba 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 ba.
Hey.
Bum. Oh, there she is, finally. God, girl, it took you a solid minute to get back here. What's been going on? I'm here, and no rule's been broken. Kyoko! Kyoko? You're still alive? Okay, Hiro? To be fair, in this fiction that we've built up, the possibility of ghosts in the same realm as our boy Hifumi transcend both time and space, I'll give that to him. I mean, he's very anti-occult, but still, you know, I'll give that to you, Hiro. Maybe it is. SpongeBob memes. Oh no. I'm sure what I just took. I I just choked out my brew. I just choked out my brew. Oh! Oh! Get me out of here. Now that we're men, we can drink fluids improperly. Now that we're men, I soiled my underwear.
If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulations did I violate? That's what am I wrong? That's what I'm saying, girl. She heckin' got this down lock and key.
You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty, officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. Shing! No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts on an elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you.
Wonder if in Danganronpa, yeah, that's Paradox. Asking the questions that matter, my man. I wonder if there will be a new Vor Master, legit. I mean, I know one boy comes back who sort of fills in Hifumi's trope, at least body-wise. So if he were to become the new Vor Master, I mean, it would really open up a whole new realm of fiction that I'm honestly a big fan of. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it plays out. We'll have to see if the game really plays into our conniving little hands, you know? Oh, also Archmage. Byakuya Togami, the second student, but don't say that to his face, lurking in the library of the school known as the ultimate male tsundere. Baka. Makoto Neigi, the first student, don't tell Byakuya, lying hidden somewhere in all of our hearts. Specifically Byakuya's, though. The one they call the ultimate Ahoge.
Indeed.
Or however you pronounce that. Ahogi? Ahogi. Ahoge. I still have no idea. Of course I didn't die. Thank God. I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right now. We gotta deal with a ghost, Scoob. I told you to stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Baka.
Master, but wait for me.
Good call, yeah. Who knows what happened to us if we take too long.
But
I'll be happy when this trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator, literally. Just all stacked the boys on top of one another. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Well, giving us like ample opportunity to do so. Maybe she wants to talk to Makoto. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you, where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So...
correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that.
Whew.
I had no idea a body had been discovered. Which is interesting, because so that would also imply not only that were there no cameras or monitors, but also just like no announcement PDA system installed there either. Completely, maybe even remotely cut off from the rest of the school. But when did you find out?
So...
Just now. I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. Can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
However...
Sorry. Sorry I kept you all waiting. It's me, Kyoko, hater. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then then that's what the key you found. Wait, then that's what the key you found goes to? God bless the English language and the million different ways it can place sentences on order. It completely changes the context of the sentence behind those words. Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words...
Yo, nice Paradox using Game Save Manager. Very nice, my man. I use Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school, which is a little broken. I can't believe Kyoko created a new character in Dark Souls and gave her herself the master key. What a scrub move. What? Makoto's definitely a black firebomb to get the early club from the silent demon sort of fella himself.
Just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
Yeah, before the boy actually implements a clause to force us to be on time. Even works for emulation saves? Oh, Paradox. So what systems does that like work for? Because I've heard of Game Save Manager, but I don't know if I've heard of like which systems and stuff it's like particularly great to be used like in tandem with. But we can go over all
It would seem.
for her. And how did I understand anything that she just said? That's a strange way to put it, indeed. Says I, Makoto Neigi. The class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would you say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what you said, right? Alright, well, definitely what I want to do. I want to do a backup save for reasons. So we're going to do that right there. I can't remember, are you even able to save in the middle of a trial? I genuinely don't know. If I'm able to, I'll do another backup save. Because there's a thing I want to show, and I don't know exactly how to show it. But I do want it to happen, and I know it happens with this trial specifically. So, and the door slid shut. Oh, hold on, as far as you know. Might need to set it up for stuff that works a little weird. Yeah, like stuff that doesn't naturally have like a USB port on it. But oh, dude, that's heckin' dope, man. Heck yeah. This time the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. But it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. Nay, it was the sheen. It was the blinding light of Hifumi himself. And goes, howdy, hey. Hey, Coco's in his house. Welcome, welcome, my gal. Coming just in the nick of time. Getting right to the meat and potatoes, yo.
Oh, I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Let's do it. Ugh. Man, that, like, wrong sip of water really messed my, like, entire throat skis. And drinking a bottle of Dr. Pepper during stream. Soda water, making me all boipy. It's probably not my greatest idea, but here I am with living with my terrible life choices. Oh, but here we go. And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Oh, okay, we can save again. Yes, we shall do such a thing. Okay, so as per usual, because it's been literally a week or so since, it's literally been a week. Let us check out those truth bullets real quick, like, not that I'm gonna, like, retain a lot of the info here, but maybe a little bit. Possiblemente. But also, right, Archmage, she says, oh yeah, there's no more pointless jokes and jabs, fellas, but that's literally just class trials, the experience. What is this boy on? But to recap, due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim has been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They'd also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Ooh, did I even read through this? Because I didn't even realize that it had other wounds before the... And also, I didn't even realize it had struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. I was just thinking we were only dealing with the knife wound here, but okay. The explosion burnt the upper half of the body beyond recognition. Upper half of the body remained on fire and had to be extinguished. Because of this, the upper half was soaking wet, while the bottom half remained dry. The body was wearing notably long fake nails. Oh, no, that's so weird that it wasn't showing you check, okay. But hey, I'm glad it's working out, yeah. I'm glad. I wonder if you get cracks for Steam games so that you don't see them in the same vein as CD. Oh. I do not know, my man. I do not know. The body had a tattoo of a dog in the back of the right. And yeah, I for some reason I thought I didn't read that correctly, but then I did. But then I ended up just like intentionally flubbing words because I thought I messed it up, even though I think we were in the clear. My bad. There were bits of charred debris near the body. It should be known that the bomb, which had been removed from Monokuma in the gym, had disappeared. Yeah, it was definitely the same bomb. Just totally the same bomb. The sprinklers are programmed to come on every morning at 7:30, and this... Oh, which, you know what? I didn't even, like, realize the implications of that, but that does mean that it was jerry-rigged up sometime that same night. So, like, then the question is who took the bomb and who rigged up the body to explode like that? Who would have even been able to? Is a big question. Sprinklers are programmed to come on every morning at 7:30, and this time is impossible to change. As such, it can be assumed that if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, it would have gone wet. Ooh, excuse me. And yet, we found it basically dry. The only part that was wet was the part that Makoto had splashed with water from the bucket. 7 a.m. Makoto wakes up to the morning announcement. 7:30, Makoto and Aoi arrive in the dining hall. 7:30 to 9, Makoto meets the others in the gym, and together they head to the headmaster's room. 9 is when Toko finds the body. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. What's the name of this? When the body was found. Knife at the crime scene. The knife found near the body was the same knife that was used to stab it before the explosion. It's also the same knife that Toko had given to Makoto for safekeeping, and the knife the masked assailant was holding when they attacked Makoto. Now this is interesting, because I feel like this is definitely implying that a tarp is used to maybe protect the body from getting wet. Which is just like a weird why. I mean, it makes the time that it all took place more ambiguous, but like... What purpose will you serve tarp? I mean, I'm excited to see like how this plays in all of this. Number of chickens in the chicken coop had decreased from 5 to 4. This is literally just Hiro. This is Hiro talking currently. Yeah, Yasa Hiro claims that there were without a doubt 5 chickens just before nighttime last night. And yet here I am just talking in the old third person like the big old Capitan that I am. Yaki stated that there was no corpse in the garden just after nighttime last night, so it can be assumed the murder must have taken place sometime after that. Yaki also said that he, Yasuhiro, Toko, and Aoi were in the gym the entire night, and none of them were alone at any point. Corpse had a mask covering its head and a white jacket covering the body. Knife had been thrust into the abdomen, and there were blood stains around the wound. Body had stopped bleeding, but the blood was still wet. It was noted, however, that there was no blood on the ground around the body. Oh, snap! Who's that? Is that Mukuro Ikasaba, the 16th student like hidden somewhere in the school, the one they call the ultimate despair? I think so. Became obsessed with the military from a young age, disappeared while on vacation in Europe, and reappeared in Japan 3 years later. Apparently, every member of Fenrir gets a tattoo somewhere in the body to represent their membership in the group. I feel like I can see this being a really prevalent truth bullet. I don't know though. Monokuma's account. Apparently, the killing game began with 16 participants, all students. So there's a reason why there were 16 spots in the class trial, even though he totally brushed it off. And it's assumed that Mukuro Ikasaba... Oh, snap. You mean Mukuro Ikasaba, the 16th student like hidden somewhere in the school, the one they call the ultimate despair? That one? Yeah, I think so. It assumed that she, who was the 16th student, rumored to be lying somewhere in the school. The ultimate despair. Monokuma also revealed that the reason Kyoko wears gloves is to hide something she doesn't want anyone to see. Which could maybe imply a tattoo of some sorts, but... Does Kyoko really seem like this hard to get a tattoo? I don't know. I don't think so, man. This is what block decorations found in Kyoko's room. Looks like it's actually the key to one of the lockers in the dojo. What was in that locker, by the way? Oh, yeah. Okay, arrows were. 10 arrows in total. Genuinely have no idea why any of that stuff is there. Along with arrows, there was also a lot of ball of duct tape in the locker. Duct tape had traces of blood on it. It seemed that this is really the case, but yeah. I literally have no idea how. Kyoki's Monokuma's secret tool. Yep. So this is what we were literally just talking about with her. Okay. Oh, now that we got a refresher out of the way, let's heckin' set those skills up, boys, and then dive right on in. I mean, I don't think we got any new ones. We just increased our skill point count. Truly the most useful. Oh, well, thanks. Also, the fact that there are so many skills present, like, man, I really missed out, man. I really did not optimize my free time usage. That's fine, because, like, we bonded with the boys. I think that's really what really matters, you know? But without further ado, let's heckin' dive on in, man. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
I want to increase their volume just a little bit more.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Also, I didn't say anything about it, but shoutouts to the Nerf or like Super Soaker vibe that I'm getting from this room's aesthetics.
I'll leave the rest up to you.
All
Well
right.
then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim.
Oh no. Oh no. Also, I need to get my window back up. There we go. That's more light. Bada boom, bada bing.
First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It was Bonge.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost.
Oh right. Okay. I forgot that he was on his old like ghost thing. Like, how do you even respond? Kyoko, that ellipses has never been more warranted. I've never seen a more warranted ellipses in my life. How would you even?
She has legs and stuff.
Yeah, she doesn't have like the old Danny Phantom little tendril going hey oh hey oh.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
Is this a Microsoft presentation?
There's a limit to
Hero.
how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Dude, okay. Are we actually having to, like, prove? Alright. I mean, it's fine. If you couldn't pour water out of a boot with the instructions around the hill. Yeah, that's, oh.
Traits?
Never a more accurate statement in my life, Paradox. Oh, good lord. Okay, one important trait Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her. Piercing glare. I mean, like, assuming their face. Oh, wait. Oh, I mean, like, gloves. It's face. It's not burned. Yeah. Did you already forget that the body was wearing a mask? The fact that we never saw the face is what got us stuck in this pointless argument to begin with. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, okay, it was gloves. I don't know. It was a weird way to phrase that. Okay, gloves. I mean, that's not a trait, though. That's an article of clothing. I don't know. When I think of a physical trait, I think of, like, what their DNA prescribes them to have physiologically. Game.
I got it!
Fine.
I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
Yo, shout out to Mandalore Gaming, because, yeah, what an incredible phrase, man. I love it, man. I love it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Ooh. It's really good. Yeah, Paradox, what sorts of stuff does the boy make? I mean, at, like, gaming channel, I would think, like, maybe Let's Plays or walkthroughs, but... In-depth, ooh, review channel. I love it, man. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that boy out.
You know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
Sure it wasn't.
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
And also, I mean, the corpse, it had tattoos, it had the nail things going on, but as far as I can tell, it didn't really have any scars, per se. Let's kind of tattoo as a self-inflicted scar.
I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
There's no way that corpse is Kyoko. Again, like, Hero, why are we even having this guy? Can we send Hero back up? I love the boy. I've gone 180 with him. I do genuinely love Hero now. But also, can we give him the boot and just, like, have him leave? Por favor. So, I don't have any choice but to... I genuinely can't believe we're having an argument over this. Denser than a neutron star. Yep. Let's go maybe tattoo on the right hand. Is kind of what I'm feeling.
Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
Also, Space.
The
Okay,
dead
space.
body
Is the-
wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Right.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Cause that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
Byakuya, I've never related with a statement more in my life. Okay, what else? Okay,
That
so like tattoo.
Kyoko there is
What else
just a
do we have
ghost.
again?
Impossible.
Fragments,
Okay,
sprinklers,
then
explode
prove
body
it. Prove
analysis.
she's not a ghost.
What was okay? I'm gonna explode body analysis. What? Let's see real quick. I'll grab the body. So that's probably not gonna be R1. What else do we have available to
The
us?
dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
Fake nails. Ooh,
They got burnt up in the explosion.
that might be it.
Then she was wearing
maybe it
gloves
is
before
tattoo.
the explosion?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Cause that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
It's just this is weird. It's like one of those things where there's so many different angles you can take, in my opinion, to prove that it's not. I don't know which one the game wants me to pick from. And I know like what we need to do is we need to pick the statement that can be what's the right word that I'm looking for? The one that can be proven wrong. So which should we
Kyoko
prove?
there is
Which
just
do we
a
have access
ghost.
to?
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it.
How?
Prove
Why
she's
is
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
okay? Wasn't wearing gloves. I'm just
They
gonna hold
got
on to this.
burnt
So
up in the
okay, never mind.
explosion.
I just wanted to hold on to it so I could see what it
Then
was.
She was wearing gloves before the explosion?
Wasn't wearing gloves.
Well, yeah, she must have
Must've
been
been.
wearing gloves.
I mean, it might
'Cause
even
that corpse is
hold up.
Absolutely. This entire discussion is idiotic.
because we're trying to contradict. That was the word I was
Kyoko
looking for.
Impossible.
Okay.
Okay, then
So
prove it.
what if I
The
even
dead
just like?
body wasn't wearing gloves.
Oh
They
no!
got
Okay,
burnt
good.
up in the
I
explosion.
didn't mean to click again. My mouse has been acting up.
Then she was wearing gloves?
Well, yeah.
She must have been wearing gloves.
No. Okay.
Shoot!
Sweet contradiction in there somewhere.
That
This is
Kyoko there is just a ghost.
I feel so bad that
Impossible.
I don't have enough hands to facepalm.
Okay,
If you could send me
then prove
some
it.
more
Prove
hands
she's
from
not a
like me to
ghost.
The
facepalm
dead
from
body
too, then
wasn't wearing gloves.
I would
They
be all
got
about it.
burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion?
Oh, maybe fake nails.
Well,
Hold up.
yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
I'm just gonna try. I'm
'Cause
just gonna.
that corpse is
God dang it!
absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
We're already off to a solid start. Is that how it always
Kyoko
goes? It's always
there
the
is
first
just a
one.
Ghost.
Impossible.
Okay,
I'm
then
really
prove
flunder
it.
The
around.
dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves?
Well,
Yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Let's try. Okay.
No, that's wrong.
See, that was just more trial and error. I still don't really understand why that was specifically the one, but it's all
No.
good.
There's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain.
Really? That's the leap of logic we're taking here, guy? Can you not wear gloves with the nails? I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be like an amazing. It wouldn't be like impossible though, right?
Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right?
Yeah, can we just talk about the scar and tattoo situation? Why are we having? Why is this a discussion, guys?
It'd be pretty
Ugh.
weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
Wow, the first correct statement from here. No, everybody's complicated. It's
If
a dumb
anyone
trope that
doesn't know
only
women,
girls are
it's
complicated.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
We all complicated, yeah.
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
Oh, Mr. Taking a Stands. Oh, I'm gonna lead this discussion. Look
That's
at me.
the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Oh Lord. Okay. At least we got past it. We put Hero back in his place. We shouldn't have even had to. Before anything, we have to identify the victim. Like actually, the important aspect thing. Okay. Everything starts from there. I've seen Luxon's video on Ryan's character. I've not. But heck, dude, any content about my boy Ryan, I'm so for.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out.
Tattoo in the right hand?
So. The face was scorched beyond recognition.
I think this is the one.
And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
Well, if we can't identify the body...
Oh,
then there's nothing else we can do, right?
Let's find out who the victim was before we can do anything else. Oh wait, did we have
Kyoko really
do we have the
is
report?
still alive?
No, we don't. We
Then
have the
who
body
died?
analysis. We have the tattoo.
There's gotta be some way
Oh,
to
I feel
figure
like
it
this
out.
could go either way.
I don't think so.
Okay.
The face was scorched
Beyond recognition.
God dang it! White noise. I even
And there wasn't
right-clicked
any
it.
description
God.
in the Monokuma file.
It's not.
Well,
Okay.
if we can't identify
Okay.
the
Well,
body...
we have like health to spare, so let's try. Oh, okay.
No, that's wrong.
Well, okay. I guess white noise came through with the clutch and helped protect my health. I'll take it.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real?
Oh,
If
heck.
you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
a cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
My one true kink, says Hero.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
You darn tootin'.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
It is. It's a pure little, like, white doggo, and I love him. I mean, it's a wolf. It's Fenrir, but it's a doggo, and I love him.
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Excuse me?
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
No, Hero. Why? Oh my. These boys. I can't deal. I actually can't deal with these boys during this trial. What happened? We were getting so many good, juicy moments in Chapter 4's trial. What happened, guys?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, he really tries to set aside the memes and make a good character deconstruction. Dude, you know, I'm all for it. I mean, I love me some Xenoblade memes, but when people, like, really deconstruct the story and, like, actually give it the proper time of day, like, there's a lot of good stuff to
really?
go in there, you know? Compare the tattoo to other information we have, the victim's identity should become clear, which should be none other than the Hakan Mukuro Ikasaba profile.
I got it!
The one, the only...
Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikasaba belonged to.
Did you say Mukuro Ikasaba? Do you mean the 16th student like hidden somewhere in the school, the one they call the Ultimate Despair?
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that represents Fenrir is... Hangman. Oh my god. Alright. That's fine. That's fine. Hey, gee. What do I could be? I'm glad. Ooh. Ooh. Come on. Give me the W. Come on. There we go. Ooh. Hello. Give me the L. Zwool. There it is. Come on. Give me the F. There we go. Bam. How we do?
Now I understand.
Really pull through the clutch.
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Someone tells me Togo's the sub here. Yeah,
Fenrir,
I mean...
the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast.
Oh, really? The Wolf of Ragnarok. I actually didn't... Oh. Didn't realize it was a Norse thing, but okay.
He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Wait.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
He's... He's a female giant. I mean, like, it's 2018. We gotta let things go.
A wolf tattoo.
Interesting.
Exactly.
Oh no, Owie, I'm so
the
sorry.
The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf. Which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir.
That's not even the kinkiest mating Loki's done. God, why didn't the Avengers cover this stuff? Now that's a side of heckin', I almost said Tom Holland. That's not his name. Tom Riddleson that I want to see. Poisoning. I'd watch that.
So it must have been Mukuro.
Do you mean Mukuro Ikasaba?
What?
The 16 student lying hidden somewhere in the school, rumored to be the ultimate despair?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
Oh, okay, she's saying that Fenrir is the child of Loki and a female child. Oh, okay. I see, like, the Loki and the female giant's kid. And that's, okay. I understand. Bless you, Archmage. Bless the English language. You gotta love it.
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right.
Now, Archmage, my big question, because I love Norse mythology. I'm not very, like, knowledgeable about it. So my question is, what is the kinkiest mating that Loki has done? Oh, Loki was the female in the mating that produced Odin's horse, Sleipnir. Because I pronounced that correctly. Sleipnir. Hey, you know what? Again, it's 2018. You know what? Let's go, Loki. That's how I can get it done, yeah?
Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikasaba.
Did you say Mukuro Ikasaba, the 16th student lying hidden somewhere in the school, rumored to be the ultimate despair? Also, I'm right there with you, Kevin. Like, Ryan, it's so hard to pick like a favorite character in Xenoblade, but legitimately, I think Ryan might be my absolute fave. And I could go into a whole 30-minute discussion over it, but I'm heckin' playing Danganronpa, so I don't want to detract too much from it. But like, I'm right there with you, my boy. Ryan is so good.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
We do.
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
I should really put the bucket before she can do our job. That's what I'm saying.
After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description.
I mean, she was like part of a secret military group. Probably brought despair to like a lot of folks.
All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from...
So, Loki turned into a mare and, let's say, distracted said horse. And gave birth to an 8-legged horse that he got called Sleipnir and was on state. Yeah, that... Ooh. So many questions. I mean, I know, like, Loki's a trickster. He, I think, changed forms in proper Norse mythology, but, like, I got so many questions about that boy's motivations. Sleipnir. Incredible stuff. Shouts to Loki for being true life goals.
Kyoko, that's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Oh.
And who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikasaba?
Well, don't quote me on this, but Mukuro Ikasaba could have been 16 student lying hidden somewhere in the school, the one they call the ultimate despair. I'm just saying, even though we've like kind of debunked the whole ultimate despair thing, that might just be what's going on.
And when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character?
Good, don't worry about it. I'm not doing anything. I'm just reading the game as it presents the words to me.
She was the same as us, just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
The Hope's Peak Academy.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
Ragnarok was predestined to be his doing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the actual mythology event, not the Marvel movie. Yeah. I mean, if there is anything that like Loki's able to heckin' accomplish in both the Marvel movies and also the mythology, it's just being so heckin' fascinating. And kinky also. Both sides of it. Heckin' kinky lad through and through. I love it.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost.
Oh snap. But is he getting like a little defensive? Over this little like nugget detail that we're going over?
Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
After all, he didn't come in when we were trying to heckin' determine if Kyoko was a ghost or not. So why are we heckin' stepping in now, Monokuma?
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
Oh, heck.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record.
Actually, Monokuma, don't even worry about it. I'll do it for you, my man, because I know what you're about to say. You were about to say that... Mukuro Ikasaba, the 16th student lying hidden somewhere in the school, the one they call the ultimate despair, is the one.
The reason we're having a class
Just like that.
trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Coco, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Coco.
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
He did, he cracked the code.
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
I mean, technically, Monokuma, if there have been 16 students, you would have been the 17th person who's been taking part in these events. You're technically not a student. Or are you? I mean, maybe this has been a huge learning experience for Monokuma as well. Like, maybe Hero's on something. Maybe Monokuma is actually the 17th one.
Seriously? Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Yeah, I mean, like, literally nobody else, like, or literally, I think we still, like, the only two people who don't have alibis are Makoto and Kyoko. But at the very least, like, at least Makoto has been actively helping with the investigation and, like, trying to, at least to everyone's, like, appear like he's trying to help solve it and do all the fun stuff. Kyoko doesn't have anything. We literally have not seen anything from Kyoko this whole time. I mean, yeah, based on what we know, only two suspects. Toko and Genocide Jack!
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
No, yeah, Archmage. I'm being totally facetious about it, Archmage. Don't worry. But it's probably still been a learning experience for Monokuma. Okay, I'm just throwing it out there. Like he truly, I think he's learned a lot about love, about the good white cream, about keeping in bathhouses. Like truly, the extent of knowledge that this boy has come across during our time here at Hiop's Peak. It's no bounds. Also, Kyoko, or sorry, God dang it, Coco. I just called you Kyoko. That's my bad. But you accidentally say that for a few days now. Hey, it's my job, man. The fact that we're
Why
here
do you say that?
and that you're giving the goods to everybody else, you're passing them along, like, my job here's done. I can now delete my Twitch channel.
Allow
Farewell.
me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden.
But here's my thing, Byakuya. I'm gonna go with you, because you literally have a history of coming across dead bodies and then tampering with the evidence. So, like, I feel like your word is not
However,
astute.
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs.
Oh, okay.
All of which is to say, The four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Exactly so.
So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it! I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Alright. This is me playing Makoto. Okay, so here goes, guys. Have you heard of Mukuro Ikasaba, the 62 lying, rumored to be lying head and soul in the school, the one they call the Ultimate Despair?
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Okay.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at...
Oh, okay, so I guess maybe Hiro was also there to
Well,
confirm it.
it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock.
Good, so you know, I take back my allocations. He had a row to help him out.
So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
Wasn't like 9?
The one who saw the body first was Toko,
When
right?
Toko went to find it?
When she went to go get the pickaxe.
So, what time was the body discovered? Yeah, I thought it was 9 o'clock. I can look at my truth bullets, right? No, I can't.
I got it!
But I'm pretty sure it's at 9. Yeah, okay,
The
good.
body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Now then, Toko, what time is it? I guess I don't need to read this a second. Paradox, go ahead, don't worry about it. I didn't say none. I was on Makoto. Be mad at Makoto? Oh no, I have to burp. Ooh, I need to stop drinking that Dr. Pepper, man. It's making me a gassy nightmare.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
Darn tootin'.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around...
What, like 8:30, 8:45?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
right around
7:30.
7:30.
Oh, really?
I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which
Okay.
means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
The moida happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m., and I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. till 7:30 a.m. Okay, then. Looks like the game has begun. So if we can prove that it happened after 7:30, but before 9, then we're in the clear. Which is convenient because the sprinklers don't go off until what? 7? Is it 7 or 7:30 for the sprinklers? I don't know. We'll have to double check that. Maybe that's gonna be what comes up with the truth bullets. Sprinklers. That might be it, actually. I'm gonna check that out real quick. Hold on. Here we go. Zip, zip, zip. Oh, come on. Every morning it's 7:30. How convenient. Okay, I'm gonna load that one up preemptively.
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
Oops. Oh, god dang
and
it.
9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
What else do we have here? Yeah, incident took place in the garden, right? Remember, there's something that happens there every morning at a certain time. Okay, so he is definitely
We've
hitting at
established a
sprinklers, and I
time frame
can
for the
definitely
murder.
meet that.
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at
Okay, I have
night
to be very
and 9 o'clock
accurate
in the
with my
morning.
shooting, or I'll just lose all my time.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Is it up? No. Really?
Shoot!
Hey, think about it one more time. I don't see a contradiction. Okay, hold up. What else do we have available to us? I
We've
thought that was it.
established a time frame for the murder.
Oh, wait, hold up. What's the,
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
What does the exploded body analysis say again? Upper half of the body remained on fire and had to be extinguished because of this. The upper half was soaking wet while the bottom half remained dry. Maybe this is it then. Oh, I don't know, actually. And what else do we have too? Fake nails, which isn't gonna play a role. Tattoo in the right hand. Fragments near the dead body. What is this again? I think this just says that it came from the Monokuma bomb, right? Yeah. Okay.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Explode. I'm gonna try this one then. Hello.
We've established a time frame for the murder.
But like they're saying something happens at the garden every morning.
Somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
So we'll try this, but I feel like it should be sprinklers, right?
Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
So no. James, you came at the proper time as I show my epic gaming skills. Welcome aboard, my boy.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Sprinklers.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Did I hold up?
10 o'clock.
I'm gonna try. Did I have the proper one selected? No, I did. Okay. What? I guess I will. Okay, so I guess I'm trying to contradict one of the bullets. I guess sprinklers isn't contradicting them, just saying so. Oh my god, I'm like actually confused. Hold on. I'm glad that we get like a little break when we get something wrong. What am I missing here? I'll take a, yeah, there's a contradiction there somewhere.
We've established a time frame for the murder.
Thank God I can just keep extending my time.
Somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Took place in the garden. It did. If I remember, there's something that happens there every morning. The sprinklers, right?
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
To 7:30. Like,
that's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Unless I'm needing to contradict the 10. Hold up. But he's like specifically saying in the morning.
We've established a time frame for the murder.
One more time. Upper half of the body remained on fire. Yeah. So this, all this is saying is just like the incident with the top half being burned and wet and the bottom half being dry. Oh, yo, dude. Solid, no problem, my man. Like, legit, that's what I spent a lot of my day doing, too. Before the stream started, was watching Etika. So I'm glad the boy's back. I'm glad he's doing okay. I'm glad, like, no major issues came out of that whole fiasco. Outside of, you know, his channel being deleted, but he's Etika. He'll bounce back. He'll be okay. Got you some frothy, milky, hot chocolate? Heck yeah, Paradox! Oh my god, why is this like the hardest one? There's literally only 2 to choose from, and it's like...
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
It's trial and error time, boys. I genuinely don't know what the game is wanting me to say.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
No, okay. I don't know.
Shoot!
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock
What
at
if,
night
what if I just second boop?
and 9 o'clock in the
Okay,
morning.
gives on. I mean, I feel like that's not the
Yep.
case.
And Mukuro doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
It's not you.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
It's a took place in the garden. It did. Oh, I was right? Just what? That
We've
was right?
established a time frame for the
I
murder.
don't.
It took
I
place
actually don't
somewhere
understand,
Between
but
10 o'clock at night.
No, that's wrong.
I honestly, I'm like not a fan of this trial so far, and I know I'm
Actually,
like it's partly
the
because
murder
I'm being a
couldn't
dumb boy.
have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
Okay, yeah, but go to explain this because I genuinely don't
And
know
what
where
makes
this
you
is
say that?
coming from.
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly.
At least like at least my mind was on the right track. I just this game, man. Sometimes it. Get me out of here.
The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
But only the top half, because Makoto.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How?
Not a fan of this trial for other reasons. Yeah, this one's just like a doozy all around, you know?
Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words?
The mouth down south? That well, okay, Togo. You're a girl of many talents, but like giving us probably the best name for that is stealing it.
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Yeah, get her out of here.
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler,
I'm glad we're all coming together to just admire her.
tell us why.
Her way with words. I mean, hey, ultimate novelist, you know, she gotta have one talent. I guess that's it. Togo got a dirty mind. Well, hey, okay, you know what? I'll contribute to that because, like, mouth down south might be the best euphemism. Not euphemism, that's not the proper word. The best slang for that. But on the boys' end of things, I'm a huge fan of spunk trumpet. So there you go. Now we have one for both, you know? You're so welcome. All I have to do is hit Toko with certain evidence, and that should do it. Aha! Maybe this one will be a little bit easier. Moment of truth. Oh, okay. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, this is
I admit
the worst.
nothing.
Oops.
No,
Oops.
no! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No, no, no!
Boom,
That's
boom,
enough!
boom.
Are you trying to blame me?
Oops.
I admit nothing. I'm
Ooh.
right about
Oh, we are
this.
really. Oh, we are.
I admit
This is
nothing.
no bueno. That's fine. I'll take a couple hits.
No, no!
Oh, God. I only have 2 hearts already. Oh, God.
Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No,
Oh,
no,
I
no!
don't have bolts.
That's enough! Are you trying to blame me?
Boom, bop,
I admit
boom, bop,
nothing.
boom, boom,
I'm
boom,
right
boom,
about
bop,
this.
boom, bop,
I
boom,
admit
boom, boom,
nothing.
boom, bop. Oh, God.
No,
Critical. How do I do critical? I can't remember.
Enough!
Oh, God. What is it? What isn't it like shift? Or is it start?
On. No, no, no!
Oh, okay, I
That's
did.
enough!
Final strike. Okay, cool. We really close that down.
How can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
Right before the explosion? Exploded. Oh, God. Exploded. Oh, God. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I can make up my mind. Oh, that is not easy. Okay. Oh, snap. Oh, it was Mukuro the whole time. I can't believe that we were the dirty, rotten, pig-stealing great-great-grandfathers the whole time. Oh, you thought the game just, like, crashed there? I crashed there. Me.exe just stopped working now.
is...
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll give it another shot.
I refuse to give up yet.
Just really optimal gameplay here. You are so welcome. I'm so sorry. Okay. How much more do we have to do? Oh, can we just do bullet time? Okay. I'm not. Ugh. I just, like...
I admit nothing.
These would be so much more manageable if I could just see the tempo marker, you know?
Are you trying to blame me?
Or maybe if I like decrease the volume of the voices, because then like they kind of drown out the music, you know?
That's enough. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I'm right about this.
Oops. Oh god, I didn't have bolts. Oh god. Ugh.
No. That's enough. Are you trying to blame me? I admit
Oh, I don't have bolts.
nothing. No. That's enough. Are you trying to blame me?
Yeah, it's all you, Toko.
Nothing.
It's all your fault.
I'm right about this. I admit nothing.
Yo, let's go. That was actually not as bad. Okay, I think
How
it's
can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
you.
This should prove it.
Get her out of here.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers.
Can't believe I farted the first time though. But verbally and mentally, not physically. Or did I?
The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry.
Are you calling her sweet boy AJ old? Yeah, no, dude, I'm ancient, yo. I am 24, get him out of here. It's like a grandpa trying to be relatable with the hashtag kids. Get him out.
If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
Togo.
I'm so sick of her.
You're not the only one, Aoi.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because...
Didn't Monokuma specifically say no japes, no jokes? And here Togo is, just popping them all off. Her whole existence is one
while the body
fat
was still
joke.
on fire,
Joke?
I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
I meant to say jape, but whatever.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I guess it was genocide. Jill. It was Jill who was there during that. So I guess it would make sense that Toko didn't know that Makoto was the one who doused it.
So if the
but
sprinklers didn't get the body wet,
still,
then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
Oh wait, you know what?
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
Okay, no, you know what? Here's the thing though, right? Because the tarp and stuff still hasn't come into question, and I feel like what that's gonna ultimately prove. Cause I think what went down was that it did take place before 7:30, and then the body was placed under the tarp, which is what kept it dry. And I feel like that's ultimately going to be proved, which is going to throw us right under the bus. Like right now, we're proving that it happened after 7:30, but I don't think that was actually the case.
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Well, no, the vor lore will be expanded today. Actually, here's one for you. Is a body that's been on fire just grilled human? just an extra crispy boy. We're gonna be gobbled by the plant. Well, here, okay. I'm curious if the Hifumi plant is gonna come into play at all. I don't think it's a truth bullet, as far as I'm aware. But I don't know, it was like such a big thing that they were talking about a lot that I don't know if it'll come into play. I don't know if Hifumi himself will enter this trial and become relevant at all. So we'll have to stay tuned. Kyoko's the only one without an alibi, which would mean that Mukuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. I mean, hey, Makoto, you know what we've said about red herrings, my boy. It's literally always the first person who's been accused of the moida who never ends up being the moida.
I'd just like to say one thing.
Oh, of course, yeah, of course Hifumi's not a truth bullet. He's a truth plant. That's on me. That's my bad. I mean, he's kind of bullet shaped. If a bullet was like, you know, 80 meters tall and wide.
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
Is that implying that, like, she would be the only one to die, though? Kyoko. Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game and now you decide to blame me?
I mean, we've proven time and time again that Monokuma likes following his rules. That he doesn't partake in any of them later, and he's the audience.
Stop wasting time!
Documenting it.
Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
I love it!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything.
Oh, that's true. She was the only one who had that particular piso informaciones.
So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
Right, Coco? It's kind of amazing. I mean, essentially, Monokuma is just Toko. Confirmed. Toko, the true mastermind behind all this. Get out of here. That's what I've been saying since day one, yo.
So, that was her motive?
James, we are so in sync. Bless you, my man. That's what I'm saying.
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
She's really, she's so sus. Like, it, Oh, but she's smiling.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Girl! You can't, she's throwing us under the bus.
Huh?
Kyoko!
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
Oh, no, she's gonna actually, I think she's gonna bring up the tarp.
What are you?
Oh, Kyoko.
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Kyoko, no, don't do
Interesting.
it.
I'm listening.
After all we've been through, after all of the anger we've sowed in your heart and never, like, truly resolved.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Oh, there it is. Oh. Also, Paradox, like, that's a humongo mood, my man. How could this happen to me? Oh god, Makoto, why are we the ones supplying this? No, Makoto, don't go along. Play dumb. Pull a hero. It was the chicken coop. We'll put the chickens on the male body, except it's on the male on the female body. Covered it up. It's the tarp.
I got it!
Oh no.
You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
Although, you know what, if Makoto goes along, if he actually provides the proof, then, you know, I feel like that's less suspicious, because then he's like, no, I don't got nothing to hide. He threw Taka onto Mukuro Ikasaba. The bum, bum, bum. 16 student, like hidden somewhere in the school, the one they call the Ultimate Despair.
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did.
I mean, the tarp even looked like it was used that way with the
The
stuff
dirt
left
pattern on the
it.
tarp can attest to that.
Yeah.
Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water.
And he could make an argument like, oh, well, maybe it was just used beforehand, but, like, literally, this happened, what, the same night that we had access to all these places? Because I don't think we had any free time, right? Oh, wait, or maybe we did. I mean, I guess I just don't think anyone used the tarp up to that point.
The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
Unless Hiro did take the tarp out beforehand and just rolled around the ground near the chickens. I don't know why he would do it, but like that just seems like a very Hiro thing to do.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
It also really seems like a thing that Ed, with just the 1D from Ed, Ed, and Eddie would do. And I don't know, the image of Hiro just spouting out Ed lines, like here in the middle of the class trial with no context, Hiro just going, butter toast. I would live for that.
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place.
I would pay so much money for that to be a thing in Danganronpa, canonically.
In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, my girl. Oh no. Why would Kyoko say that? Exactly. Enormous big dick energy coming from Kyoko, but not like the cool vibey goodness end of that spectrum. That can kill her big dick energy vibe coming from Kyoko. I think Hiro Kin's buttered toast. I think that's his biggest. I think every time he goes to a cult con, when he goes to a cult con 2018, yeah, he just shows up in his old buttered toast cosplay. Saw a clip on Twitter, someone playing Broly. Oh, dude, honestly, anything. I love that when the Ed and Eddie sound effects meme was like a thing. What a quality time, man. I don't know if we ever got a Xenoblade one. I would have loved that though. It was used the way Kyoko said. His heart must have touched the body, right? But the body...
Wait. Something's not right.
And what might that be?
Can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. I've had him do something. Everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. To refute what Kyoko said. I mean, Makoto, like, at the end of the day, even if she does, like, kind of... refute the fact that we don't have any alibi from 10 to, 7:30 or whatever, it still doesn't change the fact that Kyoko is still more suspicious than Makoto. Like, bar none. Because at least there's, like, some semblance of an alibi with Makoto. Kyoko literally has none. She literally has nothing. Makoto has semblance of something. And also, he's proven time and time again that he is a heckin' wholesome boy. Like, I don't know. What do we need?
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
Okay.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side...
Only dirty on one side.
Because the sprinkler got that side wet.
Right.
But the underside of the tarp...
was perfectly clean.
It was totally spotless.
Oh, wait, and there's no blood on it.
Because that side was protected from the water.
Right.
Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Oh, wait, no. Wait. Nah, no. There has to be a clue hidden in the tarp somewhere.
By covering the body with the tarp,
body
the
before...
killer prevented it from getting wet.
Does this say anything? Because it had, like, multiple wounds and stuff before, right? Body before the explosion. The giant... The knife wound, right? And blood stains around the wound, which were wet. Which were fresh and wet. But the blood was still... There it is. Okay. Okay. I think we got it. I think we secured it. Hopefully we did.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that...
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Okay. Do.
Since it was facing down toward the body.
Next one.
Of course it didn't get dirty.
Oh, the white noise? Okay, good. Wow, we really thread the needle on that one. See, why is it always the first couple of these that are the most, like,
actually,
dumb
one
to
side
figure out?
being clean is pretty strange if you think about it.
Yeah.
Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right?
Right.
Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state,
God, this
it
music.
absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, you know what? Literally, it took me, what are we, an hour and a half into the stream? I still have my console delay on, which is a big no-no. I'm so sorry, hold up. All my readings and stuff have probably been like half a second off, and I don't know if it's been like super grating to see, but... Bop, bop, bop. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that helps a little bit. My bad. Anyway, back to game.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Oh. Huh? Oh, I actually never noticed. Oh, well, that's good. My bad. Yo, we got Heckin' Brinsa into his house. Welcome, my man. Welcome back to Anime Land.
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers,
I hope you have a great time. Avoid the hero rolling around the dirt with the chickens. But hey, enjoy your stay, my man.
they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
Dude, Anime Land, otherwise known as, isn't that the protagonist from Mega Man.exe? Right? Am I correct in that assumption? Hold up. Danganronpa, I love you. Am I on the goods with that? I only played like 40 of the Game Boy Advance games. I should know this, but I don't. Hold up. And EXE. Protag. Hold up. What's his name? Lan Hikari! Oh! Yeah, boy, got it! I don't know what he's got. Nerd knowledge?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
Warlord, jack in! Which is still, why was that the like catchphrase thing for that series? Jack in? Really really Mega Man.exe? Really? Alright.
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office!
I love jacking into my dog's house. Covering it with my digital love. Sorry.
That's what
Anyway.
Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Oh. The Hifumi Flower Boys? Oh god, the Warlord. Ooh, has it begun? Has it begun? Oh. Oh. I'm gonna cry. I didn't even think. Oh no. Oh, Hero. Could somebody cover Hero's ears? This is gonna be so rough on this boy.
I got it!
They threw something in the plant and rejected it and barfed out the
Chicken blood?
remains. Oh my god, they threw the Taka chicken into the Hifumi plant and then he was like onto the knife. Oh no. Taka chicken.
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens.
And break it down for us, Hero. Now how many are there? 1, 2,
But after the murder,
3.
there were only 4.
4.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken? And then covered the body with its blood?
Oh no.
Man!
With cock
messed
blood. Bryn, I think Hero's talking directly to you. I think he's looking you directly in the eyes. He's like, my man.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
Right?
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around.
I can't believe you've done this.
Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
She's so smug too. She's literally like outing Makoto, Kyoko.
Perhaps, but even
So rude.
there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it.
Oh, doesn't Hina really like fried chicken? Yeah, is it food? Hina, good chance Hina's all about it. I don't remember her saying anything specifically about fried chicken, but that seems extremely in character Paradox. So like I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if she did at some point and I was just being a lad and missed it.
The ground was completely clean.
It was.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
But then, like, they would have had to get it onto the body, and, like, with it still being wet, like, and fresh, I don't know, I would think that it would at least have the potential to be dripping, especially if it had already soaked into a coat, but was still appearing wet on top of that. Like, I don't...
Covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so.
Was it? I think it was. I actually don't know. Oh.
Wait. No. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Oh. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Oh, heck.
Then that settles it.
Does it?
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
But, me and Hina, one and the same.
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off.
Okay.
But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp.
Oh, okay, so then the killer covered it, then the sprinklers went off, then the killer removed the tarp, put the knife in, put the blood on.
Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood.
Yeah.
This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred.
Okay.
They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
Oh, loving earlier streaming times. Yeah, man, see, Paradox, I feel so bad that I have to be a US boy, and that you have the UK time zone to deal with, my man, but I will do my best to ensure that at the very least, when streams start, it won't be like 4 a.m. over in your place, my boy.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But to pull all that off...
It's a lot of coordination. Is it really something that Makoto, of all people, would be capable of? I don't know.
Wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
Mm-hmm. And at that point, Makoto's already with Aoi. So how would he have been able to?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Really?
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't take that long, but like...
They'd be done in no time.
Right, but would there have ever been any point for Makoto to do that after Aoi woke him up and was hanging out with him?
Maybe, but still.
Yeah.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh god, I genuinely don't know. Did we? I thought we did. Oh, did we not?
Oh, no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Oh, no. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, no. Kyoko.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
Okay, so Bryn, right now we have Kyoko, we have Hiro, we have Toko, we have Hina, we have Makoto, and we have Byakuya. Wait, did I say Byakuya? I don't know. If I did say Byakuya twice, then it's still in our fiction. Byakuya. Yeah, that one. He deserves to be mentioned 40 times over. But also, potentially, Mukuro Ikasaba, the 16th student like hidden somewhere in the school, the one they call the Ultimate Despair. Okay? We don't know. Who knows? Who could say for Zoid? Honestly. And it's anyone's game. Byakuya... Beyblade. Oh no, I guess Hifumi is also. Like, he's both, I mean, he's essentially the Schrodinger's cat of large men, in the sense that he's always been here with us from the dawn of time, and he's never here with us either. He's both the now and the then. He's the here and the sometimes. You know, the yin and yang of those two words. He's the boy and the lad. I'm done. Okay. Let's progress that. Like, get me out of here. Yeah, it's Kazulian throat buzzing. Patent pending. Once it goes through, everybody owes me like $20. Harry Potter in the Chamber of Boys/Lads. Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I really love the part where Harry Potter stood on screen for 15 minutes, giving that monologue that I just did. It was very good. Everybody's like,
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Oscar or Emmy? Both. For this movie. It's that good. Kazulian. Throat buzzing. Yep. That's the term that we're adopting, Coco. I'll say Emmy. It almost sounds okay. A semi honestly maybe sounds like a, I don't know. I don't know why my mind's going this direction. Maybe some sort of like really mean slur. Like, oh, those dirty Assamese. Get them out of my country. I don't know. Okay. Let's I'm gonna delete my channel. Get me out of here. Oh, he gets an Iggy. Oh, I love that. I love that. Sorry, Brent, I know. It's a sensitive subject. It's a sensitive subject. And honestly, I'm a heckin' cis. Reported for Osemicism. How dare I? You know? I think my next move, I gotta really, like, there's gonna be a lot of negative press over this Twitch stream. Everybody's gonna be taking clips of it. Wall Street Journal's knocking on my door as we speak with their kazoos in hand, just like this. So I think what I need to do is I need to start uploading a bunch of hentai to my YouTube channel. I need to get that taken down. Just get it out of there. I need to make a bunch of really ominous Reddit posts. But then I'll come stream back a couple days later. I'll be all good. I'll make like $40,000. And I'll be all good. Bada boom, bada bing. Hashtag worth. Disguised dead body has been added to the truth bullets. Okay.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one.
That's interesting. That's interesting that we're getting additional truth bullets.
Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
Dude, subtle is my first, second, and last name. I don't know why I really couldn't think of what the term was for last name. I was like really struggling on that, but hey, that's what they call me. Solid, through and through. But also no shade to Etika, because I still love the boy. He made a couple of big oopsies, a couple of big no's, but like at the end of the day, he's a good lad.
For serious,
and I'm glad
man?
he's okay.
Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
Yeah, totally. Let's do it, guys. It's not like our lives depend on it or anything.
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Oh, I genuinely thought Hino was like all about it.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back.
Exactly, Brent. If there's one thing that Etika is renowned for, one that, like, iconic beyond belief, it's that heckin' big nose. You can quote me on that.
So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Paradox, that is probably the most hero statement I've ever seen in my life. Actually, does he, wait, hold up. Did he, the words in my anus going, hey, does he say that? Did he say that? Because I wasn't really paying attention. No, he didn't, but it absolutely, if it hasn't come out of that gob at some point, like I know it has to have. Okay, yeah, Coco and James. I think that's how it is. I think, Coco, you're Kyoko, and James, you're now Coco. You guys do the old fusion dance, you become Totally Kyokyo. Yeah. Right, so oh,
It's
oh,
the knife we
they're bringing
gave to Makoto?
Ooh, okay, all right. So like, I still feel like before Kyoko was still more sus than Makoto, but now, ooh, I think the sus meter is kind of tipping more towards our boy, and I don't. Oh.
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Shouts to Code Lyoko for being my actual childhood. I got grounded from video games for a solid month. I had to go exactly 30 days without playing video games, and so I just come home from school, I'd pop on Cartoon Network, and it always, without fail, as soon as I get home, like Code Lyoko would start going on, and for like a solid month, I had no idea what was going on because it was in the middle of whatever season they were on currently, but I heckin' loved it to death. I was like,
Has 3D and it's kind of like video game. I like man with purple hair and tiger suit. My one true kink.
Then why did you hide that fact?
It's a good show. I loved it a lot.
It's not that I hid it. It's just...
They're also all Jax films, so it's heckin' quality time, yeah. I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed.
Thank God he didn't actually say that out loud, because that might have been the coffin in the lad's
The knife we
tomb.
found stuck in the body came from Makoto.
Wait, the coffin in the lad's tomb? Did I just say that? The nail in the lad's coffin. I need more Dr. Pepper, is what I need.
Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Think you remember watching it on Jet X? Dude, shout out to Jet X. I think Jet X was just like a little bit past my time, but like, again, I know if I were like a 98 boy perchance instead of like a 94 boy, like, oh, it would have been my actual jam, my fundamental bop. I have to prove that I didn't moy to anyone. I'm not the killer. James, okay, you've already blessed us with the incredible Cocoa Puffs, or sorry, the incredible Kyoko Puffs box. Can we get I'm Kyoko for Kyoko Yoko Puffs box, por favor. Oh God, we're doing a thing. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Oh God. Hop it up.
I was afraid of that.
There's a lot of text involved for that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Doesn't know.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Yeah, it's,
well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
Yeah,
so
not wrong,
no
Hero.
question.
No question.
You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Use the knife to kill Mukuro? No, there's no way. Okay, here's my thing though.
The knife we...
Okay, so I can't remember which one says that there were multiple blows. But is it just Monokuma file number 5 that says that there were multiple blows to the body before the blast? Hold up. Had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. And then covered with other wounds, at least several days old. So then that... Was that part of that? What other truth bolts do we have available? Body before the... Okay, no, we don't actually have Monokuma file.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Body before the explosion. What does this one say? I know we've seen this one a couple times now, but I just need to double check and be safe. Blood stains around the wound. Body still bleeding. It was known, however, that there was no blood on the ground around the body. Oh, I didn't actually realize that the truth bullet said it, even though I know we physically read this one out loud too, but...
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then...
Ooh, this is...
That seals it!
What does the disguised dead body one say now? Moid, it took place before the sprinklers joined on. Suspect covered the border with the top to prevent it from getting wet. Yup. Later when they removed the tarp, the suspect placed the white jacket on the body. Yeah. Okay. I need to just read through this whole thing again.
Just because I had the knife once?
Right.
That automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question.
Getting stabbed might be the one that we need to
took that
break.
knife of yours and killed her with it.
Oops.
What a horrible man you are,
Very good
Makoto.
knife.
Yo, oh my god. Bryn! Dude, donating the $5, my boy. Thank you so much, dude.
The knife
I
we
heckin-
found lodged in the dead body.
I don't deserve it, but thank you, man.
It's the
Thank
same
you.
one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it?
Mukuro.
I was afraid of that.
Body
If he
before the
did have that
explosion.
knife before, then
Exploded
that
body
seals it.
analysis? What?
Makoto-
Ooh, actually, hold up. What does exploded body analysis say, too? Oh, exploded body analysis. Where are you at? Burnt the half body bionics. Okay, so that's just dealing with the dryness and wetness. Yeah! I tried my best at a Ricky, yeah, and I feel like there was way more grit in there than that emote deserved. Forgive me, Pa.
Just because I had the knife
Heck yeah.
once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Fragments into the dead
well,
body?
getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
Fragments,
So
that
there's
just
no
shows the bomb,
question.
right? Getting
You
stabbed.
took that knife of yours
Maybe-
and killed her with it.
Okay, so here's what I'm
What a
thinking.
horrible man you are,
I'm
Makoto.
gonna fast forward because maybe I want to get the getting stabbed thing from Hero. Maybe scan
the
that
knife
in.
we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Well, okay,
It
so we have
really
gave
is,
to
isn't
Mukuro.
it?
We have gave to
I was
Mukuro.
afraid of that.
Isn't there? Aren't there
If he
three?
did have that knife before, that seals it. Makoto
actually,
did
maybe
it.
not.
Just because I had the knife, that automatically makes...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her.
This might not be it.
So there's no question.
I thought there were more. So
You
no,
took that
getting
knife
stabbed.
of yours and
Okay.
killed her with it.
What a horrible man
Oops.
you
Oh,
are,
I'm
Makoto.
sorry. I didn't mean to. Hit those. Thank God we have like 40 years to do this. Also, I have like plenty of hearts. I shouldn't be like so reserved with getting wrong stuff. But I want my Monokuma tokens. Dang it.
The knife we
Oh,
found
okay,
lodged in the
so-
dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
I'm not feeling
It
it.
really is, isn't it?
Give to Mukuro.
I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before,
Okay, so
then
what else do we have?
that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once,
Sky's the body.
that automatically makes me the killer?
I mean, like,
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question.
because
You
okay,
took
okay.
that knife of yours and killed her with it.
Because what I want to do, what I'm wanting to like say to them, if I could just physically be there in the room with them, is be like, hey guys, there were also multiple wounds to the body outside of just the knife being used. But like that's the Monokuma file number 5. That's not the that's the body before the explosion showed those wounds, but that specific truth poll doesn't actually say that. But that's like what I want to say. So I don't know. I guess maybe I'll try it out.
What a
But
horrible man you are, Makoto.
I don't know.
The knife we found lodged.
It's
rough,
the
man.
same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it?
I'm gonna try it though.
If he did
I'm not
have
feeling,
that
like,
knife
super
before,
confident about
that
it.
seals it.
Just because I had that automatically makes me...
Okay.
Well,
Getting stabbed is what killed her.
Nah,
right?
okay. Yeah, because that truth poll doesn't say that, though. Yeah, I see. So what you're saying is... No, I have absolutely no idea.
Shoot!
Think about it more time, there must be a contradiction there somewhere. Oh, man.
The knife we found
Oh,
lodged
I'm
in
so
the
sorry
dead
if this is,
body.
like, super grating
It's the
to...
same one we gave
watch.
to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
if he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Get him out of here.
Just because I had the knife, that automatically makes...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible
Oops,
man
God
you
dang
are,
it.
Makoto.
Toko, your heckin' is... That is such an unoptimal point. I just want 2 seconds, not to lose 20. So I think it is
The
getting
knife
stabbed.
we found lodged in the dead body.
I think it is getting stabbed is what we need to
It's
break.
the same one we gave to Makoto.
When the body was
It
found?
really is.
I mean, that goes over the timeline of stuff. But I don't... No, I don't think that would say anything. What else do we have? We have that, body before the explosion, we already looked at.
If he did
We already
have
looked
that
at
knife
disguise the body.
before,
When the body was found, we looked at
then
that.
that seals it. Makoto
Exploded body analysis? No, we already checked that out too. So then the only other one that we have is the fragments, and that doesn't really... Just the song, by the way. It's very heckin' bop. I love this singing death. I mean, unless the biggest thing is that I just have to take the
Just because I had the
Makoto
knife,
truth
that
bullet and use it
automatic-
on that.
Well, getting so there's no. You took that knife.
What a horrible
God,
man
every
you are,
time.
Makoto.
God, I just need to not do the middle purple text. I guess that's the
knife
issue here.
we found lodged in
Okay.
the...
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
No,
It really
okay,
is, isn't
all right.
it?
My mouse is being
I was
dumb.
afraid-
If he did have that, that seals it. Just
I don't-
because had
I
the
don't
knife
think this is gonna be
once,
either.
That automatically makes me the killer?
What does the disguised dead body say? I mean, disguised dead body, it just kind of recounts what we went over before, that it took place before the sprinklers turned on. Suspect covered the body with a tarp to prevent it from getting wet. Oh, wait a sec. Oh, is that what they're doing logic-wise? Saying that if the knife... Okay, because I guess well... Because this is implying that the knife was placed later, but I feel like just with the whole thing with there being a tarp, and then after that with the coat being underneath the knife, possibly implying... Okay, we'll try to disguise that body. I wish like Monokuma file number 5 would be available, because that would make so much more sense.
Well,
we'll try it though.
Stabbed is what killed her,
wait, no,
so there's no
I hit the wrong
question.
button. So.
You took that knife.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Shot it.
The knife we found...
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is,
I'm not
isn't
feeling confident about like any
If
of
he
these.
did
man.
have that knife before, that seals it. Just because I had the knife, that automatically makes...
Well,
Getting stabbed is what...
Okay.
No, that's wrong.
I really don't agree. It should have been Monokuma file number 5, in my opinion, but whatever. We did it.
Wait,
Thank you,
hold on.
Distant. Bless you,
The
my man.
stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
lies! We never talked about what killed her!
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Yeah. It's okay. I guess it doesn't. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point,
The knife was just used to heckin' incriminate him even fully. Though.
obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
Victim stabbed twice in the same spot. No, there's no way that's possible. Oh, does this just say once? Stabbed a single time with the knife. Yep. Okay.
I got it!
Finally, I can use the
The
one
Monokuma
that I want
file
to use.
clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about that.
Then the knife...
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer.
And all things really now, especially with the whole like knife situation too. Now it really seems like the killer is purposefully trying to set up Makoto specifically because they knew that Makoto had the knife.
They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her.
Or okay, maybe that. I don't know. It seems very like anti-Makoto, honestly.
Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing.
Hey, oh, there's Hifumi. Oh, finally our boy appeared. There he is. Off to the right.
The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but
But
what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
got really antsy, just like me in the
If you
mornings.
bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Byakuya, be nice to her. She's doing her best.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
Okay, but like, what if that was actually the case? What if Hiro, for the first time in his life, was
I might
actually
be
spot
dumb,
on?
But even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
Again, it's making us do the busy work. Thank you for being so gameplay considerate, Byakuya. We got this, though. We got the fragments to finally use. We got the fragments. They're gonna be cool. The word that rhymes with use. I did it.
Got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Right? Wait for it. Again, man. He fooled me, man. I think at this point, Hiro is finally accepting his duty as Oracle, but only for the one boy in the afterlife that truly matters. The one and only.
Huh? You
Channeling
know,
it in.
I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural. Because, of course...
It's better than... Honestly, Hina's observation better than me, because I just completely forgot what that bomb looked like to begin with when we got to that point in the investigation.
We saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto.
Yeah.
And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Oh, and with just her big old tonal shift, being so smug when she is literally throwing Makoto under the bus, like, oh, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
Also, right, okay, shouts to Makoto for taking so much credit for that Monokuma dismantling when he literally walked in after the job was completely done. Now, if that's not the most accurate heckin' parallel to real life and all of my experiences doing school projects, like school group projects, I don't know what is. Makoto, get that boy out of here. Makoto's the kind of guy who made like that title slide for the group PowerPoint presentation and then did like the works cited. And that's it. He read like one slide and then everybody else just did all the work for him. Like,
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
Oh, was it Hiro who did a lot of dismantling? I generally can't remember how they like divvied up the work. It might have been actually Paradox. I'm not 100% sure on that Paradox. We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. Well, ooh. The arrows? In Kyoko's locker? Split by okay, Monokuma found him. Finally! I think we can finally use that one. I'm feeling good about that
Shall
one.
we continue the debate?
We shall.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Right.
I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And totally a
And
ghost
it wasn't
as well.
because of the knife, right?
Right.
Then there's only one other thing.
So knife explosion.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Yes.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Okay, I don't know if this is oh, okay, see, that wasn't contradicting. I was a little trigger happy. Ha! Roll credits.
Shoot!
Yeah, sorry, that there wasn't a contradiction in what he said. Wait, so what? Ooh.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
I need to concentrate.
The
He immediately
explosion
starts
didn't kill her
raving.
for sure.
Right?
I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead.
What's the exact amount of stuff that Monokuma found? Again, I know we've seen this 1,000 times, but dead before the blast. Victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife through the body, so that's not wrong. Also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. Covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. It did, well, have been struck in the head. I guess it doesn't say the back of the head specifically distant. I don't know if that's what they're going with. If that's what they're like specifically trying to point out.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
Knife,
And
right.
Then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it.
Yeah,
There was
oh.
evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her.
And more than that,
I'll steal it.
The victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Countless wounds. Yeah, that's not right. Okay, yeah, no, so...
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
Explosion.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
We'll try it out this time.
Yes.
We'll try it out.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? Then there's only.
Oh, yeah.
That's gotta be it.
Okay.
There was evidence that showed she was hit
No.
on the back
Okay.
of her head.
What a great reply, though. Okay. It's a contradiction. Oh, heck.
Then, shall we continue the debate?
These debates.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Oh, wait, hold up.
Well, yeah. She was
It-
already told.
The very first one is that it hasn't been determined yet. But
yeah.
maybe that's what we need to contradict.
According to the Monokuma file, that's
Hold up.
gotta be it. There was evidence
God,
that
what?
showed she was hit
I
on the
totally
back
got
of
that
her
white
head.
And more
noise.
than
Get out of
that,
here, our game. Get out of
The
here with
victim
that.
had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
And that's true, right? It specifically says countless wounds. Okay, hold up. We're gonna try this.
Then, shall we continue the
We
debate?
shall. First
the
one.
victim's fatal
Injury
has yet to be determined, correct?
Oh,
The
ooh.
explosion didn't kill her for sure.
What?
Yes.
I don't like
Well,
this because I
yeah.
genuinely don't
She
know.
was already totally dead when that happened.
What are the other
And
ones
it
we have?
wasn't because of the knife,
Body before the
right?
explosion, exploded body analysis. Yep. Let's try what? And body before the explosion. Body, it's not bleeding. However, there's no blood on the ground around the body. So I feel like it's Monokuma file number 5 that is going to be the main one used. I discovered some wounds. These were several days old. Hey, we got Tom Shark in his house. Welcome, my boy. This is case number 5, and it has been rough, man. I'm not doing good at all with this. Again, I'm so sorry,
Oh, yeah.
everybody else.
According to the Monokuma file,
Case number 1.
that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Okay, so we've confirmed
more
through
than
trial and
that.
error. That's not it.
The victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Countless wounds. So, the other ones that we have knife, we have explosion, we have countless wounds, and then what's the first one again?
Then, shall we continue the
Knife,
debate?
explosion, countless wounds, and
the
then
victim's fatal injury
the victim's
has yet
fatal
to be
injury.
determined, correct?
The explosion didn't
victim's
kill
fatal
her for
injury is
sure.
yet to be determined,
I guess.
but countless wounds.
Well,
So maybe countless
yeah.
wounds
She
onto
was
fatal
already
injury.
totally dead when that
Hold
happened.
up.
It wasn't.
Let's try that.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that
Why?
showed she was hit on
Why
the back
can I
of her
not
head.
get the
And
white
more
noise
than
from that?
that.
I literally right-clicked directly on it.
The victim had suffered countless
See, that
wounds
one
across
is totally
her
fine.
entire
No,
body.
okay. Again, literally, I've been in an editing nightmare because my mouse is getting to the point where every time I click, half the time it does like a double click when I just only press it down once, and
Then, shall we continue the debate?
let's see.
The victim's
Fatal injury has yet
to be determined, correct?
No. Or the hit on the head. And the fatal injury. Oh. It didn't look like it disappeared. Maybe it did though.
Shoot!
I do not have the good eyes, so maybe that
Then,
is
shall
this.
we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for
Explosion.
sure.
Well, yeah. She was already totally.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? Then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that,
Yet again, thank you, game, for...
the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Oh, and it took away because my mouse is actually dicking me over.
Then,
God dang
shall
it.
we continue the debate?
Oh, God.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't
Okay,
kill
'cause,
her
yeah,
for
I just-
sure.
Well, yeah, she was already.
And it wasn't
That sounds
because of the
so
knife, right?
tasty.
Then there's
Okay,
only
please,
Oh, yeah.
game, please don't make me click again. I just want to have the
According
bullet
to the
skidded.
That's gotta be
Please,
it.
just let me
there
have
was
it.
evidence that showed she was hit on
Please
the back
don't.
of her head.
Don't use it.
And
Okay.
more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
I can only think of one thing that could have killed her. Yeah.
Then, shall we continue the debate?
Okay. Hold
The
up.
victim's
Fatal injury has yet to be.
Oh my. Okay.
No, that's wrong.
Oh man, this is brutal. Still like Trial 6 more? Yeah.
Mukuro died
No, that's
because
fair.
of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
This might be my least favorite one, purely because just from like a boy playing the game perspective, I've been so rough on it. But also because Kyoko's heckin' stabbing us in the back. Get her out of here. I'm
What
not
about
living
the
for
wounds
that.
all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
You didn't pronounce Moida correctly, but we'll let it slip, Bowie.
The
Let it pass.
Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Just got hit with my bongine, you know what I'm saying,
bet it was the
fellas?
pickaxe.
Oh, snap.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
Optimal weapon usage.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
Yeah, not wrong here.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Oh, snap. Are we going to have a double Moida next case?
Seriously?
The Hiro Toko case?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
Big Danganronpa question. What would happen, theoretically, hypothetically, if two people killed one another and they died at like the exact same time? Who would be the blackened? How would the and if there's no alter ego to punish for the trial afterwards? How would Monokuma cope?
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
I mean, we know that Hifumi would cope because he'd have a double heckin' meal. A 2-course meal, if you will.
So
but
what was it?
what would Monokuma do?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
Minecraft. Real Moida weapon. Oh, with our evidence here. The chicken, it was Taka the whole time. It was Byakuya's sharp wit. Ooh. Oh. Titanium arrows? But they're not as thick as the... Unless you wrap them up in duct tape. I mean, titanium's not a, like, super light metal. 10 arrows has probably got a little bit of weight to it and, like, a decent amount of...
I got it!
I mean, it's the only weapon we really have as evidence.
Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something. And that's what killed her.
Huh.
And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
I think in typical Danganronpa way, Monokuma would make the students figure it out and kill everyone. But they got it wrong. I guess that's fair. I would want to see what like the execution or like that, just what the big punishment would be, you know? But maybe the punishment of losing two beloved classmates, Toko and Hiro, everyone's favorite characters, would be punishment enough. And you know what? If that were the case, then you know what, Monokuma? All power to him. I got you, my man. I got you. Go back. Yeah. No, legit. Yeah. Just I don't think that's even just like a theory. I think that's legit just what's going on. I don't think Byakuya really knows the answer half the time. He just knows Makoto's gonna pull it out of somewhere.
That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
They lose a floor. And one of the middle floors, too. So then when the other ones fall down and collapses onto them, then, like, everything's all kind of jumbled up. Maybe the chem lab doesn't have access to anymore because the pool... I was gonna say because the pool fell into... But, like, what? I don't even know what I'm going with this. Also, I think, isn't the pool on, like, one of the first ground floors?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That sounds kind of weird.
Yeah, that's totally what you meant. That entire completely botched scenario that I just had.
Hey!
Yeah.
How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
I'm not backtalking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
Also, while literally every argument with my parents from the ripe old ages of like 9 to 13. Yeah, don't blame Hina for doubting it because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. Oh, heck. Duct tape? Possiblemente? I don't know, maybe that's too easy though.
The titanium arrow.
Yeah.
It was
My
in
new
the
band
dojo
name.
locker, right?
It was.
I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe.
See, that's what I was like wondering.
It seems like an arrow would
okay,
just
hold
be
up.
too thin.
Boom. Hey, look at that. We don't even
No,
need to hear the
that's
rest of
wrong.
it. Get it out of here.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Duct tape as a weapon. Truly,
Another weapon?
just in line with using with heckin' using the chicken.
Inside the
as a
dojo
weapon.
locker, we also found a balled up wad of duct tape.
Chicken tape.
The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together.
I love that. So hold up. So if the weight of murdering the chicken got transferred to the arrow's weight, are you then implying that the singular titanium arrow that was used for the Moida is essentially that one slime boy? What's his name? In the recent anime that came out this season, the time I got reincarnated as a slime, whatever his name is. Has he just heckin' transcended time and space to appear in this game in the form of an arrow, then consumed the chicken and gained his weight powers? Side note, that boy's also just Hifumi. Also, but that's neither here nor there.
Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe.
Which is such an interesting weapon.
And that's exactly what the killer did.
Like, what was the thought process behind?
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks.
Oh, so is it a myth? Okay.
One stick is weak, but put them together and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
So like a Mondo Butter situation, Toko?
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Shifumi's follower. Okay. I got you. More interesting weapons. Oh, God.
Anyway,
Oh, no.
that explains the murder weapon.
Ooh, excuse.
As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I mean, it's in a room.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
Oh, in the series. Okay, I was like thinking like the next case. I was like, oh snap. Do the other chickens get their revenge? They have a Zelda Kuko situation going down.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof,
In this game.
of course.
I got
Don't
you.
we, Makoto?
We do.
What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer.
Especially after she's kind of been throwing you under the bus the whole time, my man.
You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all, remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
All right. I have evidence. Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo. Is it just a woodblock key? Because it was found in Kyoko's room. Also, what is Monokuma's account? Because it's been popping up more recently? Okay, so no, that's just that him confirming that there's 16 sins. And I think it's the key, right?
I got it!
Okay, good, we got healed. Good, good,
One
good.
thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
Although, I mean, it's not totally out of the realm of possibility. Oh, wait. No, yeah, no, it's not that someone else placed the key, or that somebody else placed the dojo key there, because we have been holding onto her room key this whole time. Specifically, Byakuya has been holding onto her room key.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle.
Yes. Oh, that's coming up, Archway. Okay, because I want to show that. I'm going to show the bad ending.
Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime.
Wait, hold up. Can I? Yes, here we go. Thank God we can actually save.
This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just...
She's my wifey, man.
There's one more thing I need to ask her.
And also, I mean, she said that if she dies, then the whole mystery of the place goes down with her.
Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
Yeah, what? We still don't really know what went down in Makoto's room.
I was just protecting you.
Protecting, she says.
What?
She was protecting me? Then does that mean she loves me? Yeah. And now it's much. She knew I was being attacked. And then she stared really ominously at me for a good chunk of time. And she came to my rescue. Could that be when... Which would mean that Kyoko... She killed someone? For me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Oh, heck.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
Oh, heck.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it.
Oh, is she gonna bring up her whole key thing?
Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
Because the key, right? She wouldn't have had access to her room. Yeah. Byakuya should know better than anyone. What does that mean? Here we go. Here we go, boys. Ooh, I don't know what about Byakuya's account. Ooh, what was his account? Ooh, I don't actually remember. Why do I even read off the truth bullets at the beginning when I don't remember what any of them say to begin with anyway? What does he say? He said that there's no corpse in the garden just after nighttime last night, so it can be assumed the murder must have taken place sometime after that. Well this, I don't know if this will play a part. Maybe we'll have to scan something in, I don't know.
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer.
Okay.
You should understand that more than anyone here.
Maybe I'll just like preemptively.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
Never. Not once has he been shady
There's
about
proof
the
that
dealings
you aren't the culprit.
of a Moida.
Is that what you're saying?
There's proof.
You stated a theory earlier.
Oh.
You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker.
Right.
And then left the locker key in my own room.
Ah,
Correct.
the locker
But
key.
Could I really have done that?
No, you couldn't have. Right.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
That's
exactly
probably not
what
we
I
did.
said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
So what?
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
So which of these are we
Master would
contradicting though?
never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
There's proof.
Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence and then left the locker key in my own room. Correct? But could I really have done that?
Maybe scan the lock. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Those words you just spoke.
Lock or key my
What do you
owner.
mean?
I mean, it's like
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer.
lock or key my owner.
You should understand that more than anyone
I guess I
here.
should probably be like taking
Byakuya,
white noise.
what are you hiding?
Is that?
Master would never hide something from me.
I guess. Well, I guess
There's
him
proof
saying.
that you aren't the culprit.
Is that contradict? Okay, I guess it
No,
is.
that's wrong.
There's proof.
If
Okay,
I'm
no, I
right,
guess the contradiction is
Kyoko
just
wouldn't
that
have
there
been
is
able
proof.
To get into her room.
That she, okay. Okay.
Huh? Why not?
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant.
That was he's like, I see. So that's what she meant. I don't know. It seemed, it definitely seemed like two different recording sessions that were just kind of spliced together. I don't know. Maybe it
And
wasn't.
if
but
I had the key to
it
your
seemed just a
room,
little off.
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
it would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's not actually true. There's a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us, an obvious lie. But this just isn't like her. Trying to save herself is such a desperate lie. Yeah, wait, hold up, because I feel bad. I feel like I was paying attention, but I guess I wasn't picking up on that. If I had the key to your room, then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't possibly put the locker key in there. I mean, that's kind of what my whole mindset has been like going into this. Does she have access to her room outside of not having the room key? Oh, yeah, nope, no, she totally does. Oh God, no, yeah, no, James, I got it. I'm picking up on it. There's some other deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier. No, exactly, yeah, guys, I got it. I realized. You vote for me, and I die here. The mystery of the school will stay hidden forever. Yep. What an interesting choice, man. Yep, and this is the choice. So do we cover for her, or do we just expose the truth? Like, I feel like we've kind of been led to want to do in a way, even though, you know, it's really, this is so interesting, because it really is like, how much do you trust Kyoko? Even though she's clearly lying, even though she's clearly, in a way, like framing Makoto and throwing him under the bus, how much do you trust her here? Do you trust the mastermind trying to trap Kyoko, possibly, or do you just trust your instinct for survival and how you've done literally every other trial, which is just a pure pursuit of the truth? What if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? The mastermind's trap? The victim was Mukuro? Oh! Mukuro, wait, who? Was Mukuro? Mukuro. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you mean Mukuro Ikasaba? The one, the only, the 16th student lying hidden somewhere in the school, the one they call the ultimate despair? Hardly knew her. And Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Seriously, God, I'm sad that I'm like not going into this choice blind. Cause legit, dude, Archmage, I would have been actually your friend. I would have been so paralyzed by this. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? Oh wow, and I can actually save it right here. Thank you, Archmage, for another reminder. I mean, it would have been like too bad to skip through that stuff, but we would have had to do a good chunk of stuff replayed, in case we're not like sent right back to the choice. Oh no! Paradox, come back! Don't pull a Mukuro Ikasaba. Oh, you know, the 16th student the ultimate despair. Don't do. If you do, there'll be another class trial, and then everybody sob. Spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? No, you're not. What do I do? All right, fellas. No, we are Makoto Naegi, child detective extraordinaire.
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
Get out of here.
A lie?
That no good, Kyoko.
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
Pig stealing great-great-grandfather Kyoko. Get her out of here.
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
Kyoko's definitely lying. And it must be because there's some other deeper truth she wants to keep hidden. Oh, and I love that it even goes into another, oh man, oh heck. Oh heck.
I didn't have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that.
Ooh, we got an
right?
achievement. Oh, you can't see it on
correct.
screen. But we just got
So I
tuned to a
couldn't
dead channel.
possibly have
Nice.
gotten into my room.
Then, when we searched
into my room.
Kyoko's room, how else could the key have gotten there?
Kyoko's account, I'm assuming.
Someone other than me must have put it there.
That's the only explanation.
Only explanation.
I didn't have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
I
So I
believe.
couldn't
Possibly have gotten into
Oh,
my
wait, no,
room.
he's still do it. Yes.
No, that's wrong.
Woo.
No. Kyoko could have gotten into her room.
No, Byakuya would. Okay, paradox. Byakuya would make it look like he did it. That it was just his fault. I don't know how he'd gallop in there somehow, and he would mess with it.
You
Yo.
said so yourself, didn't you, Kyoko?
Use Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in school. Oh, Kyoko.
Monokuma's secret tool?
Kyoko, no.
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school, which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing?
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Oh, snap, dog.
Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape it. So I lost. That's all this means.
Huh? Then, are you saying you really didn't... Kyoko, you really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's
man.
up!
Huh?
Oh, this is gonna suck, man. I have never seen this. I just know that it's a thing. I've never actually seen it play out, and I'm gonna be, oh
I'm
no.
sorry to say, but your time is up! All done, all finished. The class trial is all over.
Oh, Kyoko, I know, like, I was about like, oh, get her out of here. She is my favorite girl.
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out.
Oh, baloney.
So then,
Baloney.
it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you.
All right, fellas.
But I guess we already know who the blackened is, don't we?
Oh, and he's even, oh, God. Oh, he's being all sus, trying to, like, spur them on even more than he usually does. This isn't the canned Monokuma dialogue I've come to expect. Yeah, let's get that audio rolling, yeah. Oh no. Oh heck. I did, James. Oh. Oh, she's guilty. I'm sorry, Kyoko. It had to be done for the boys.
Good job, you got it right. Really right.
We got it right? Does that mean Kyoko really is the killer? But something strange is going on here. There's something wrong with this whole class trial. And it has to do first most with the second decor. Who was responsible? It ain't Easter time as far as well, actually, I don't really know what the actual month it was when we were first brought here was. Maybe it said. I don't even remember if it said or not. But.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
Then again, even if we knew what month it was, does anybody ever know when Easter actually is? No. Nobody's legally allowed to know when Easter is until like the week Easter is there on that weekend. And then everybody's like, oh yeah, no, it's this week.
Let's give it everything we've got.
Oh no. Oh, Kyoko, I'm so sorry. Interesting too, because this is definitely such a tonal difference compared to like what we're used to with this song, but it is still a remix of the, at least part of the main theme. Also, it's, I don't know if it's just me, but it seems very quiet. Here we go. Oh no. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I'd be so terrified of being in that chair. Oh, and she's even, oh no, Kyoko. Oh. Yeah. Oh, and she's even blue. Oh, and she's shaking. Oh no. Oh. I didn't like that. Oh. I didn't like that at all. And that's how the class trial of Mukuro Ikasaba. Do you mean the 16th student like hidden somewhere in the school, the one they call the ultimate despair? Because that's who I'm talking about. I don't know if that's who you're talking about, though. That's my girl, though. I still had to wonder whether Kyoko was actually innocent, or... Regardless, the truth was lost forever. Even for me. I did, it's all my fault, but I wanted to see it, now I feel bad for it. Oh, I'm no better than Flowey. Oh no, I was the blackened all along. It was I. Take me away, boys. I just stopped thinking about it. And that was the end of Mukuro's class trial. Resisting urge. Failing to resist urge. Getting those drummers, those shakes and shivers. Resisting, and in the end, it would prove to be our last class trial. Our class of Mukuro Ikasaba, 62, rumored to be hiding somewhere in the school, the ultimate despair. I did it. Once that case was over, there was never a single Moida at Hope's Peak ever again. Really? There was just never a single Moida at Hope's Peak ever again. We had obtained peace in exchange for the lives of all the other, literally the 10 others. I am addicted. I literally cannot resist. And heckin', that's why we were hanging out with Hero, because biggest heckin' Hyop of all. Hyop! Peace, but only inside the school. But good on Hero, having a heckin' babies both with Hina. And I don't know if that makes them both cucks, or like, what that situation is. Also, is Byakuya involved with that? Or did Byakuya and Toko and then Toko off? What happened to Toko? Many questions had on that day. Also, just Hero with like a ponytail. It's an odd aesthetic, and I don't know if I agree. So is, oh god. And Toko's dead. Yeah, oh god, and I feel like that just implies so many nasty things involving whatever happened to her, because there was no Moida, so she probably offed herself. But yeah, oh yeah, Byakuya is heckin' beaming about, oh yeah, so that must have been, oh man. That was the only hope we had. Hope. This is hope?
No! This isn't right!
Makoto's like, oh my god, Hero is actually correct about a prediction. We can't have that. Time to... Makoto cries out into the darkness. He says, no, this isn't right. But his plea echoed in the darkness. Amidst a sea of despair, one man picks up on it. Offers him one last escape, one last beacon of hope, reveals himself. Hifumi's there. He's standing there, arm over Makoto's shoulder. He quietly whispers into Mikoto's ear. Dubs, not subs, bro. And with that, I don't even know if that picked up on the mic. And with that solemn statement, he transcends time and space and arrives back at the perilous mode, the moment of true tipping pointitude. Do I work for Audible yet? I mean, you know your boy sending in this whole stream VOD series as my
Mukuro, why are you
audition reel.
staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
It'd be kind of fun. Oh my god, if Audible wanted to sponsor, though, I'd be so about that. Audible, who's listening currently. Oh my god, that'll be $40 for the stream. I'll plug you. But at the end of the day, the Vorfumi Lord saved us. He was our one shiny beacon of hope. Screw ultimate despairs and ultimate hopes, man. Heckin' Hifumi. He was both, all along. It was a shame that we never got to see it until now. Her claim? Oh, that's right. I have to... Do I expose Kyoko's lie or not? Yeah. We got it. Alright, so this time... Snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like Makoto's the queen. Oh. I've made my decision, I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone, oh no. There has to be some secret here, something that has to do with the mastermind strap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal?
Does no one have a rebuttal?
Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact?
Have you decided to accept her assertion as a fact?
I see. So you still refuse to accept it.
I see, so you still refuse to accept it.
I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room.
I'm working...
That it was someone else.
I've worked very hard on that. That will be 4 pats on my butt. Send immediately. Mail them in. And I open it up. Bam. My compensation. Also, Nomad. Okay, here's the thing, right? I feel like overall... We're gonna get into this right now, because like I realize there's a whole tense situation with Kyoko going down right now, but it needs to be said, okay? Normally I am a subs, not dubs sort of boy. I will most often listen to the Japanese and just have the English subtitles when I, watch my stuff, but, there are a lot of great English subs out there, and I feel like not nearly enough of them get as much heckin' appreciation as they should. Heckin' ReZero's dub alone should invalidate any and all complaints, because that thing is amazing. It is so good for an English dub. So if any of you boys are heckin' English dub boys, no judgment. No hashtag no judgment zone 2018. It's all good. Anyway, that's just me. And there's some show like Death Note I can't watch. I can't watch it unless it's in English, because I can potato chip scene. Like that alone validates the entire thing being watched in English. Okay. Oh, we got some. Oh. See, Bryn, I thought you were raising your hand. I really thought you were raising your hand to reboot and cause a stir. But now I understand, my boy. Oh, my boy, coming through with my only request. Honestly, I can, as usual, being the true MVP. We gotta go to prom, my man.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time.
Twitch Prom 2018. You and me go there. We have really great looking heckin' boutonnieres. Because we both got that, or we used to have that whole white, red, blue thing going on. Yours, I don't think is quite that same exact side going on. But then heckin', Etika's there. Probably flipping over all the tables, but everybody's just heck yeah, let's go, Etika. You have arrived. It's a great time. We're the only 3 there, but no complaints.
I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
Oh, snap. I mean, did we not enter the room at, like, the same time, Byakuya?
What?
I mean, maybe Byakuya is like me, and his power of observation is just not happening, because, I mean, if that was something that Makoto did, I wouldn't have...
Had to be Makoto, right?
Yeah. It was us, guys, all along.
I don't see any other option.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
If not, then who
You've
else?
got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Byakuya was too busy not only cleaning his glasses, but like doing the anime thing, you know, with the hand, you take it, you know, that one. Exactly like that. I think that's how they're all legally obligated to do it. They have to like really get the arthritis flaring up for like a solid 3 minutes, and then yeah.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
It has to be.
Okay, time's up!
It really, I do love how, I feel like nonchalantly sus Monokuma has been during this trial. Like, he's only spoken up a couple times, but the times they have, I don't know, it's always been at really odd moments where he's trying to rush things along, and I don't know,
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
Ooh, oh no. Also, that sprite. Is that the first time we've seen that on Makoto?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
She's like, were you there for the class 3, or for the chapter 3 trial? This is like, that was 4 times longer than what we've been going through.
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you.
Oh yeah, no man, like, even the English dub in this game, it is so good. There's like a couple sus moments, but I mean, it's impossible to not have at least a couple. Like, this game's dub is like on a whole nother level. And I think Monokuma is like a shining example of that. His English voice is so much better than the Japanese one, IMHO. Maybe a little biased because I can understand him, but still. I'm right there with you, Nomad. Oh wow, they just, oh god, that's so unsettling. Oh, we did, the points, that was not bueno. Yeah, we got like, what, 140, 150 miles last time? Only 105. Oof! Extremely
now,
enormous.
Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Hey, hold on!
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
A for A. Yeah, totally. A for Mukuro Ikasaba, student who's hiding there, and she's 16th somewhere along those lines, and has a boy in my ultimate despair. I'm the killer. Oh no. Sorry, man.
Sorry.
A for all that. And Kendon Thompson shows up, and he's like, I was the Blackened the whole time. Oh no! Oh no! That wasn't the implication I was trying to go along with. Oh, get me out of here. Yeah, just know he's the only boy I know from all that. I need to die. You got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone.
Good job.
Yep.
Yeah, they got it right.
No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey!
It makes perfect sense.
I can't. I know, I can like hear him saying this in my head, and there's no way I can hit the high-pitched note that I'm at least hearing. Poisonally.
Shing!
It It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Oh no. But, wait, why do I... Oh, Kyoko. Oh, and it's like, she's been like so conniving and throwing us under the bus, but now she, actually, I don't know. At first I was like, oh, maybe she's really sad that this is happening, but now she almost looks a little angry at us in a way.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
It kinda is, Kyoko. But yeah, it kinda is crazy that, like, Kyoko being chosen as the bad ending, and now Makoto being blamed and found guilty is the good one.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
All right. Now, what I'm curious about, because, like, I'm wondering if there are any, like, small changes between these trials? Or between these executions, I should say. Because we have, here, let me get the volume back up so we can hear the beginning a lot better. Ooh, pay attention to the chalkboard. Okay, okay. Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention to it last time. Game theory was Makoto Ness from Undertale the whole time. So, okay, what I noticed from the chalkboard... Ooh, oh, now we get after school lesson. Oh, heck. I don't remember if we actually saw it with Kyoko's beforehand. But, oh, Makoto, oh my boy, getting sent off. Oh. Oh. Okay, so the oh my... Is he really lecturing him on, like... I was definitely like sperm in an egg. Really... I mean, you know, Monokuma really staying true to his own self. To the very end with Makoto. Oh, good lord. Oh! Let's go, alter ego. Monokuma not expecting that. Also, on the chalkboard right at the beginning, it was different than the sex ed one, and it showed that drop down point. It showed the almost, oh Jesus Christ, that's loud. Wah-wah? Oh Jesus Christ. It showed it almost looked like guillotine, but you know, it was the massive block thing, and then it showed the hole beyond that. But yeah, no, Kevin, he came back to Makoto's dead. He's canonically dead. Good game, fellas. I hope, you know, these Danganronpa streams have been great. I'm glad we could all stay tuned for them. So, yeah, I think next time we're going to be moving on to Danganronpa V2. I've heard, you know, things get wrapped up, and it's a great time. There's, like, sand? So that's pretty neat. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching me play. And, yeah, as always, I'll see you for the next one. But... What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that?
Oh,
yeah, it had to be.
This is...
Alter ego, it was? Oh, she heckin', sorry, oh. Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? Must have planted it when he invaded my network. But no, man, I was totally being facetious. Stream is not over, and neither is heckin' Danganronpa. We heckin' in there, boys. It will probably end a little bit soon.
It would seem...
It'll end once chapter 6 starts, but for now, we still in the thick of things. For sure. It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other words...
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us.
Why aren't you talking like you've already won?
Oh, sounds good, James.
Bye-bye,
It smells very good. It smells very good.
I barely felt the thing. It was a pinch, an itch. The stupid virus is gone now. Got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again.
Yaha!
To waste away in a garbage strewn pit? In a way that's even better special punishment.
Also, it just seemed like a really long fall, so... I mean, the boy is probably not... His bones probably not doing bueno. Although, I think it's like if it's a garbage pit. First off, what an intense garbage room. Good lord. Also, I mean, maybe like a pile of garbage could break the fall. Possiblemente. Unless it's like all crushed up in the cubes, like the crusher thing would imply, which based would probably be very hard and compact, and semantics.
But still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world.
Yeah, that's enough laughing, Veronica. That's true. He is the ultimate lucky student, so if anyone's gonna survive the fall, he is. Although, well, okay, I was gonna say like counterpoint. He's also single-handedly the ultimate unlucky student. So if anyone would also perish from that same fall, even if there was opportunities to live from it, it would be Makoto. But then the inverse of that would be like the true like ultimate disluck would be he would survive that fall, but he'd have like lots of broken bones and stuff. So then he'd be just like in an agony, in a world of agony and pain and suffering, which would kind of reinforce the whole like, you know, he could survive the fall because of his ultimate lucky or unlucky status. Then he would just be heckin' screwed either way. Yeah, I'm going circles. I'm making contradicting my own self. Get me out of here. I think he is Hero. Now we get to enter the mind space of Byakuya? Byakuya? You know, how you pronounce his name. Just what the hell is going on?
Calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time.
Huh?
Did I say disluck? I didn't even realize if I did or not. Oh god, I probably did. And oh no. Oh no. You know. Booyah! Kuya! Disluck. We're just breaking all sorts of English frontiers out here in the wild west of taco-ing. Forgive me, pause. Huh?
In other words...
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
So...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon, indeed. Ooh. She says as she was, like, rubbing her hands together. This is surprisingly upbeat for being dropped into a garbage pit. The massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. It's also the... Oh yeah, no, this is the first song that plays at the beginning of the game. Hiop's Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable. Government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life and consumed by a certain boy. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise Hiop and the notions, which makes Hiop's Peak a pretty fitting name. Hubbalaboo. What's another good that we've had happen? I guess the Coco Kyoko fiasco was one, but that's not really a name or a word as much as there's just like a name thing that went down. Anyway, there are two things you need to attend this school: devilishly good looks and an affiliation with Twitch to have the greatest emote representation of our institution. 1, you have to already be attending high school. 2, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student can enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself. Could I be like the ultimate tongue in a knot man? Could that be my role? I could get enrolled, honestly. And standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. This is interesting. It's almost like his whole life is flashing before his eyes or something along those lines. What? Ultimate language butcher. There we go. My one legacy. Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever. I love that he says zonk. I'm gonna use that. I know it's like an actual thing, but I love the zonk, dang it. I wanna use it. What was I doing asleep here just now? There wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before.
What the heck is going on here? I'm lean, mean, and begging for cream.
Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream? That's not a hopeless nightmare. No, this isn't a dream. I can tell because I was actually going to say because the smell's too strong. Hey, that actually beat me to it. Because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast, dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. So in other words, my mouth. I drank water bad again. Oh no. Oh no. Trash was piled high all across the air. Oh, I thought it said era for a hot sec. Like, all across the millennium. No, all across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit? Yo, is this my YouTube video manager? What gives? There's even a Monokuma over there. A heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there till I wasted away and died?
No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. Yeah, after all that alter ego did. Oh, I don't even understand how that happened. I genuinely don't remember how that is a thing, but like, oh, alter ego came through and saved us.
Also, this is the exact same TV screen, if I'm not mistaken, that appears at the very beginning of the game's intro. Like every time you boot up the game, it shows the cinematic intro with all the boys being introduced, doing this thing with their hands, I guess. I think this is the exact same TV that's used for that. And he used up the last bit of his strength to do it. His eyes were definitely off, man. So I can't give up now. Is this place actually Hifumi's stomach? Look, man. I'm not hinting that. We are within the man himself, but like... There's many steel girders, and that just seems very Hifumi-esque to be targeted by and then consumed from. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First up was to start looking for a way out of here. Monokuma. That's a rocket in a tank. Oh, even the rocket from the intro, too. Or I guess not. Yeah, well, okay, from the intro when we actually boot up the game, not from like the intro that shows. Interesting. And a tank too. So is all of our execution stuff down here? Is that an airplane? It's not like that wind up in the school's garbage pit. Can we get a Hifumi lore, a Vor lore wiki going? Oh my god, if someone actually makes that, I will cry from happiness. Like, actually, mark my words. Also, we have... I think I examined this first, so... What are you? A desk, right? It's his desk. Yeah, it's probably the one that fell down here with me. Again, the fact that he's, like, relatively okay physically is... I mean, it's a miracle. No, truly, being a heckin' lucky student. Worked out for him for once. It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy, I said out loud. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon. I decided to look around for some food. Ooh, another garbage pit. Plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. Oh, that was pointless too. Next, I searched for some water. Oh, I'm not sure which liquids I can drink. Which ones are an all-around bad idea? Makoto, my answer, probably all, honestly. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. But that's still not enough reason to give up, because I'm still alive, dang it. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration out loud, again, the next thing I decided to do was cry, which is what I would do. Just go to sleep. No, actually, that's valid, you know, conserve the energy, you know. Sleep is deep and uninterrupted. I mean, to be fair, like, it's probably the first time he's ever just not been at risk of being offed by anyone since he's been here at Hyops Peak Academy. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It's like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't the sign. Not exactly. It was a cheesy gordita crunch, my go-to meal. What the? Strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. There was a... Oh, it was just a garbage bag. Oh. As I watched the pile of jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been? Interesting.
I hope...
Maybe Monokuma confiscated the literal hundreds of giftable items that we had procured throughout our adventures, and now everybody, you know, tossed them back in for us. There were at least like 3 bags of potato chips in there. There were maybe 7 hand bras, so I think we're gonna make it out of here now. I think we're all set for life, honestly. Carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
Giant piece of trash. Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was. Oh,
It
and she has
awful.
Oh, and she has cup noodle on her. Oh god. Ooh, Kyoko, you better be careful because Gladio is gonna transcend time and space and bring up the whole Hifumi module, and he's gonna gobble you down post-Acio. Oh no. Kyoko?
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. But what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. Glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage in your hair. Ramen Kyoko, best I can sprite in this game. Gave her head a quick sharp shake to get rid of the trash, and then faced me again.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Oh, food. Oh, that bread actually looks really tasty. I think, to me, those just look like Hawaiian rolls, but they're the heckin' top tier choice of bread connoisseurs the world over, so like, yeah, we'll gladly take that. Got some like fancy mineral water, or like discount Walmart bottled water, but like either way. Oh, thank you. I snatched the bread and water, took it by force. I slapped it out of her hand and it fell into the garbage water, and then I cried more. Makoto Naegi said. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. Whew, I really hit the spot. I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. He's also very good at capturing Byakuya's heart. So Makoto, you're a man of multiple talents. But also, okay, I was gonna say, we can have a lock here on the door, and who has a key with access to most locks in this heckin' school? But, Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me? I mean, like, literally, it's her fault that we got blamed to begin with.
So...
To pay a debt. Or, no. To atone. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. Oh, so you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you.
I
abandoned you. She did. Don't say that. I mean, because she did. Like, she just totally threw you out, so. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive no matter the cost. Because you're the best character in the game. Aesthetically, you are choice. And if we were to lose out on a lot, like, we would really be losing out on life. No, I get it. Okay, girl, I get it. I get it. Honestly saying. Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive.
In other words...
So that I can do what I came to the school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Hyop's Peak Academy for one very important reason. This music track sounds like something out of Resident Evil. Oh, that's interesting. See, I wouldn't know Paradox because I've never played a Resident Evil game, but it is a spook track, and it's a really good atmospheric one at that, you know? I could see it. So you have some any like specific Resident Evil game, Paradox, that like it particularly makes you think of, my man? So you have some reason for coming to Hyop's Peak?
Indeed.
That's right. At least I did. Once. Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot? But that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. Sorry, purpose. No memory? That's impossible.
Huh?
Then, is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at this school? Oh, sounds like a safe room theme from the classic Resi games. Ooh. I can see that. Ooh, I can literally just like picture that right now, Paradox. I love that. The first thing. You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too. And when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. Disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. Aside from being ultimate best girl. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I was just gonna say, if she's the only one targeted by it, I don't think it's a freak accident. Especially with everything that's been going down, with how Kyoko revolved this whole case has become, I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow, they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However...
And it could also mean, somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that, we all worked as one, Mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, I just wanted to see you in a garbage heap. There's always the chance that the Mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big of a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, can't ignore it, right? And that's fair, you know. There's some merit in playing things safe. The Mastermind, one of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However...
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the Mastermind. I mean, that was just intuition, but... One of us! One of us! One of us! Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the Mastermind. I mean, heck, have you seen my A-Hoj? It's too strong.
Understand. I should understand everything.
Ooh, are we going back to his fever dream?
My goal isn't to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
It's to stay here.
It's just like the dream I had before, but I just said it all out loud. Now Kyoko's giving me a big ol' stink eye. Why did that just happen?
Listen.
You okay? You've just been like mumbling it. You've been doing some Kazoolian throat buzzing this whole time we've been standing here, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey.
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just not used to relying on others.
Correct.
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. You know, I think at the end of the day, she tells it like it is. Except when she lies in our face and makes us out to be the moiterer and then gets us pseudo-executed. But aside from that, she tells it how it is. So can we get out of here? Oh, okay, we gotta talk to Kyoko more. You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. Yeah, girl, what did you find out? You gonna lay the beans or what? So, how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So...
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. Oh, heck, lay it on us. Spill that tea, sister. You mentioned your ability.
My
ability? What everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective, which, I mean, look, she got the outfit to go along with it. So I feel, okay, legit, when I found this out, at this point, I really wasn't that surprised. It was just kind of like, I mean, yeah, yeah, you are, yeah. The ultimate detective. What a shocker! A girl who is a master with anatomy and heckin' examining bodies and being very investigative and lockpicking and being sneaky. A ultimate detective.
Correct.
Say what? And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. Bonginji. It's honestly same, that's why I came here too. You had to find someone. Who?
So...
Well... It was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why'd you want to find the headmaster? 'Cause he's her father. What?
In other words...
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko's dad. Is Hope's Peak headmaster? Well then, that explains... When Alter Ego did they tell you that the headmaster was involved?
I'll
find a way. Huh? No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster. No matter the cost.
So,
Yeah, because she's been just wanting to find her father. My memory hadn't come back at that point. But when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. It's like my whole purpose. That makes sense.
However...
But listen, Makoto, I want to find this... I'm going to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. Fleop! You did try. I'm not 100% picking up on the Fleop, but I do love it, and I think we do need to adopt it into our vernacular, like post-haste. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then, what did you see in there?
So...
Like 40 volumes of Spice and Wolf, so you know that boy got that good taste. The room had been ransacked, the shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. Ah, okay. Oh, Hyop plot. The Fleop. Hyop, I love that. Like, we could go like, Pleop! Like as Hyop plot. Pleop! But I feel like Fleop? Fleop! Fleop! I don't know, just like, it's more satisfying to do than just Pleop.
It's true.
He found anime titties. So that's how I knew he couldn't have possibly minded Monokuma. Monokuma hasn't been a perv this whole time.
To confirm her suspicion, decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I had found. Yeah. But why there? James, otherwise known as just all of them. They all are. Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hyop Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Scusi. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time, which is so rough. Oh god, like, teachers already have to work such brutal hours and get underpaid so, like, harshly already. Imagine having to work in an environment where, like, you actually have to stay overnight for work. Oh god, I would hate. Oh, I would hate. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues. So, went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However...
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So, what was it like? That part of the school, I mean, what was it like not getting any Monokuma tokens? Also, welcome back, Kevin. Welcome back to the heckin' crux of the plot, yeah? Plot twist. Kyoko's the ultimate detective. Nobody saw that coming whatsoever. Nobody saw that coming. It's hard to describe. All I can say is... The moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
So...
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself. And I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. She's the ultimate plot twist. Her true role in life. Actual fact. Actual fact. Fact. Sounds like it must be important. Really ominous. Not kidding. Yeah. Oh, okay, I did not mean. I was literally gonna be like, okay, let's talk to Kyoko again as I hit that button. No. That's implying that I'm calling her trash, and that's not the case. It didn't come out my mouth. Gotta talk to Kyoko.
However.
Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukuro Ikasaba. The 16th student like in somewhere in the school, the one they call the ultimate despair.
However.
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her or anything, and I know it wasn't you, Lily, there. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an outlet. Wow, my pop filter smells very bad. That is not a prime scent. Oh lord, I need to get that out of my body immediately. So then, who did kill her?
Anyway.
No, what I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikasaba was to get me killed. Get you killed?
Indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared. And in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
Are you meaning to tell me that the pop filter didn't filter out all the pop exuding from me and smell like that captured pop essence? No, I'm sorry to say, James, that that's not the case. It smells like... Oh, it smells like onions and like 2-week-old socks that I've used every day. Oh, why do I keep smelling? Oh, it's so bad. Oh, it's like a Subway deli gone wrong, yo. Oh, boys, bed. Oh, sounds like a plan, my man. Paradox, I hope you have an epic night. What am I saying? I hope you have an awesome night, my man. I hope you can take it easy. See you, my man. It was. The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. Yeah, it's not against the rules.
In other words...
She's in her right. The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, with the exception of basically how this class trial was even structured to begin with, but anyway. And with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. Makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
Hey.
So one other thing I'd like to point out about the Moida of Mukuro Ikasaba. Hacken Rupert 16 student of the school. Ultimate despair. What's that? There's a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. Oh, heck. I could have become the victim?
Indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean... Yeah. I mean, the only other person who's really been, like, unfoiling the mastermind's plan, so to speak... I mean, it's obviously, like, Kyoko's been doing, like, a bulk of it, but, like, Makoto's been involved with at least a little bit of it, so I can kill two birds with one stone, get Makoto and Kyoko out of there. But that makes sense. I can hear them, you know? The footsteps of the god of death? I mean, we can, look, I mean, literally, Hifumi's footsteps are like earthquakes themselves. We can all hear them, Kyoko. Was that like make you special or something? Come on, girl. What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
Anyway.
Hades? Can she hear Hades? Just, or maybe like Anubis? Hold up, I'm totally not like looking up voice actors because I want to make a funny reference or anything. Can she hear James Woods? Just heckin' talking with that good voice? What the heck? I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. Oh, you haven't heard the footsteps yet. I know. The footsteps. James, it's very ominous. You capped it off with a kappa, and I don't know how it makes my body feel. I'm scared, I guess. And I saw a white shadow across the corridor. Gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room. They call me the White Shadow.
Correct.
Anyway, I ran to your room, and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However...
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
Correct.
And their moida was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind, in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. Yeah, I mean, it makes so much sense, yo. So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. I mean, that's... The only other people involved are Mukuro and the mastermind, as far as we know. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right? But they were still interfering and setting up all variables to form the class trial to begin with. Anyway, it totally is. It's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. It's like me trying to speak and thought. So what does it all mean?
In other words...
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. Little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity.
There is Bonginji.
The identity of the other ultimate despair. Do you mean there's a second? Do you mean to tell me that Mukuro Ikasaba, the 16th student lying hidden somewhere in this school, the one they call the ultimate despair, is not the ultimate despair, but just one of several ultimate despairs lying hidden somewhere in the school, rumored to be the other ultimate despair? The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. Oh, you're talking about...
That's right.
Hifumi's planting. What happened a year ago? The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Otherwise known as the day Oreo-O's ceased their original production. Because the new ones... Heckin' frauds. Every last one of those Oreo-O's. Actual frauds. Heckin' give me marshmallows in my Oreo-O's or give me death. Dang it. Just like Toko has... Oh god, how many is that? Hold up. 1, 2, 3. And it has 544,351,521 alternate personalities. Dude, what if we're all in a simulation and each one of all of them, each one of us is just one of Mukuro Ikasaba's split personalities, alternate personalities. You know, Mukuro Ikasaba, the 16th student lying hidden somewhere in the school, the one that got the ultimate despair.
It would seem...
Only the coolest kids eat Oreos, so I guess you wouldn't, know. James. Again, how's it feel to get, like, hashtag served? That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then they're...
Indeed.
Make no mistake. They're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. I don't think I read that right. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. We did it. And with that, chapter 5 comes to an end, boys. Pain of a junk food junkie. And on that note, what an excellent time to go ahead and end things off. Again, I feel bad. Both this and Saturday stream have gone a little bit earlier, but they're excellent cutting off points and give me a little bit extra time to kind of help build up some more what do you call them? Some more video backlog stuff for when November rolls around. So that way we can just flood the boys with all the content, both here on Twitch and then also finally starting on YouTube. But I love that we get the Dream Island rocket. Interesting stuff. And again, now that, because we talked about this before, but that's basically implying that that was the oh wait, no, actually we haven't talked about it. Maybe I shouldn't say maybe I shouldn't say who's inside the rocket. Either way. Thank you so much, Nomad, for the follow. I appreciate my boy. I can't believe we are getting so near to the end of the game, guys, because this is the final stretch. The ultimate despair. Okay, well, we are gonna end things off. So, guys, anyway, that is gonna be for today. Thank you all so much for watching me play. In the next stream, Wednesday, I don't know. I think we're doing stuff with Gory and Jace. I haven't heard any reply back from those boys, but I think it is going to be another competitive Nintendo night. So we're going to be playing hopefully some Mario Kart, maybe some Smash Bros. I've been loving playing Smash Bros. Yeah, it should be a fun time. Fridays, I have to figure out what's going to be the Friday slot because we were doing Xenoblade, and now we're just like not. So I'll definitely have to do a little bit of scrounging around, kind of figure out what's going to fit that new story playthrough, but. Yeah, guys, I hope you have a heckin' excellent evening. I hope you eat lots of pizza on my behalf. I'd say as I'm actually gonna immediately start eating pizza for my own behalf. And let's see if we can find a heckin' great boy to do the old raid with. And also a good song to like end things off with. That's what I'm kind of like scrolling through here. Ooh, here we go. Yeah. I don't know why, but this just seems fitting for Danganronpa. You know, Final Fantasy 13, Danganronpa, what's the difference? Lord knows I couldn't tell. Yeah, we'll just do more Xenoblade. We'll just do another Xenoblade 2 playthrough. Let's go. Let's heckin' do it. Alright, but no, let's see. Who is live currently? Let's see. Oh, see ya, Coco. Take it easy, gal. Oh, Britain's rating. Okay. Well, let's get that boy. Some heckin' boys. Prince Star, you have some cleaning to do. Alright, well again, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you for whatever the next one may or may not be. Bada boom, bada bing. And as always, you know, we gotta queue up those good old yops to hit the boy with. We always gotta. See ya.